Oh, well, hello, and welcome to the Can You Hear Me Now channel. Hi. Ah, ah. It's good to be here. It's good. It feels good to me to be here, and I hope it feels good to you to be here. And gosh, look at all the cool folks who've already come in. Sky Command, hey, welcome. And Soundtrack, as always, happy to see you here. Sim Caesar has typed something in the chat. I don't know that to what extent he's actually here, because I'm pretty sure he's still streaming. But welcome in, Sim Caesar. I'm sure we'll welcome you in person before long. I'm hearsay third. Lovely. So does that make it third hand hearsay? Or, you know what? I think my mic is not where it's supposed to be. Hang on. Oh, sorry if it bangs around a little while I'm adjusting things. Actually, I'm going to mute it. Okay, I think that's more like where it's supposed to. Hey, I'm here. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh, Kilo Zebra is here. Wow. Sky Command, did I already say? I think I said Sky Command first because I was so thrilled and excited. I just blurted it out uh, without greeting others who had come in previously before. But Sky Command, always a thrill and a delight to see you, sir. And Cold Nebo is here. Hi, welcome. Good to see you. And I'm caught up with that with this. Oh, there's soundtrack. Yes, it keeps saying paused due to scroll, even though I'm not scrolled. But hi, and having said personal hellos, I think that means we can let the alerts come on should they happen, and I think that even means we can turn the greeter bot loose on an otherwise unsuspecting public, so that when people who have walk-on sounds walk on, we will find out that they're here. I think Cold Nebo, type something else and we'll see if it works today, and we'll see if it has the horrible static today that it has been causing in the past. It's like the one, oh, there we go. Oh, uh, so that's working. That's always good to know. Ah, 76 plus 2 equals 78. The 110 cornets are at hand. With the order of the hearts and rose, the finest virtuosos, the bane of every band. There we go. Alrighty. Those preliminaries out of the way. It's weird. I have to look over there to see, well, or over here. Oh, I guess I can look over here to see. Okay. Sometimes it's hard getting myself lined up like with where the camera is and all that. It feels like I'm too far to the left, but okay. But enough about me. What about you? A person who joined the company the software company where I worked as a VP, uh, was clearly a little, definitely wanted to fit in. But at any rate, you know, we were all going to meet up at a bar after his first day there. I can repeat that story or finish that story at any time, but the harmonica music and Bob Dylan, oh my gosh, Captain Pelican's here. The can I day I bathe and play. Shallow waters I soak my neck in. Hi, Captain Pelican. Welcome on in. Good to see you. And oh my gosh, we're getting a raid. Sim Caesar is raiding us with a party of 36 people to to a cacophony of welcome sounds. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. Now I don't even remember whose welcome sound that is. Isn't that awful? Oh, it's passenger in command, of course. Hi. So, welcome, Raiders. Great to have you all here. Oh my gosh, the bot is off the hook. Barbecue beef. Good to see you. And oh my gosh, there's like all this other stuff. Oh, here's Sim Caesar. There's oh my gosh, Rayburn. What the so wow. I can, oh yeah, it is Mod Appreciation Day, isn't it? I forgot about that. Um, uh, there's an awful lot going on. We got some bits cheers along with a massive raid from Sim Caesar and a follow from Kelpley. Thank you, Kelpley. Good to see you here, and thank you for following. And we got bits cheers from Monster and Wills and Soundtrack. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for the bit cheers and welcome raiders. I think had just finished welcoming. Yes, I had just finished welcoming everyone who was here before the raid, except we have a very special guest today. Oh, yeah, you know what? I even need to. Let's see. Can I? Oh, I think if I click. Oh my gosh, Rayburn. Thank you so much for renewing your subscription, Rayburn. That means the world to me. It's just the subscriptions are the bread and butter around here, and I love bread and butter. What can I tell you? Cold Nebo, thank you for the bits. That's absolutely delightful of you. Um, I got to do one thing here that I think I can do. Oh my gosh, soundtrack! Soundtrack 78 gifting a subscription to Mr. 26.2. um, I was on my way out, so I don't know if that was a joke or if that's actually what it is. But I got to do this over here and see if that works. Did that work? Oh, good, that did work. So, as I was saying, just before the raid, I had greeted everybody who was here at that point, except a person who was stepping through the door just ahead of the raid. Please join me in welcoming Right Brain Factory Outlet, probably my new very favorite screen name in all of Twitch. Right Brain Factory Outlet. Good to see you. Great to have you here. And he said it was okay. I wasn't sure before, but he said it was okay to let people know. Right Brain Factory Outlet is one of my two brothers. I got two brothers and a sister, and so one of my brothers is joining in our reindeer games today to see what kind of shenanigans and chicanery we get up to in here. So let me just take just one more moment because oh my gosh, so many people. Sim Caesar, thank you for bringing so many of our friends over here with you. So Captain Pelican, welcome in. Good to see you. And Monster, thanks for coming along. Passenger in Command, hi. Good to see you. Wills, Dimmer, hey. Good to see you, Dimmer. It hasn't been a minute, but it's been half a minute anyway. And Pezzy is here. Hi. And is it Mr. 26PT2 or is it Mr. 26.2? Now I have to know. P-Bowl, hey, good to see you. Keen Amateur. Hey, KW for Life is here. Great seeing you. And Barbecue Beef, of course. Hi. And did I miss anybody else who's no? Okay, there's that. And sorry for my attention being over there, but that's where the list of folks is. Aw, that's sweet. Oh, Shadow Wolf. Hey, good to see you. And I think we're yeah, and oh, Rayburn. It's just Rayburn. I love having you here. It's so great to see you. Miss you when you're not here. Really glad that you're here. And then that's my goodness. Finbar is here as well. Goodness gracious. It's I think and you know that I think I mean if I missed saying hi to you, please know that you're welcome, and it's my failing eyesight that is the only reason that I failed to say hi. and delighted that you're here. As you can see on the screen, we are once again today, as we have for the last couple months, going to be in oh, Rayburn. Well then, welcome back. And yeah, no, I was just saying that I miss you when you're not here, and I'm delighted to see you when you are. So welcome. We are going to be in the Mooney Ovation November 8080 Alpha today, and we are going to, it looks like we are going to have the opportunity to actually attempt the Boston VATSIM Wings over New England program IFR flight number 10 today. So there might be one or two people here who don't know. So I'll just say it quickly. We're doing this program of 30 challenge flights that are designed to educate a simulator pilot in everything they need to know to fly successfully on the VATSIM network without, like messing up and causing problems and that sort of thing. So it's 30 challenge flights. The first 6 are VFR, and then there's 24 that are IFR. We passed the 6 VFR flights. I would say with flying colors, except it took 3 attempts to pass was it number 5 or number 6? One of the last 2, we barely squeaked through by the skin of our teeth. But, oh, good. Thank you, Soundtrack. And so then the 24 IFR flights on Tuesday, 2 days ago, we passed number 9. So we've done the first 9 of 24 of the IFR flights, but the 9 IFRs that we've completed plus the 6 VFRs means we've done 15. We have now successfully done 15 of the 30 flights in this program. So we're halfway there, yay! And so today is the 16th flight, which is numbered IFR number 10. Hey, yeah, Mr. 26. And if you answered my question, I'm so sorry that I missed the answer. But yeah, congrats. I mean, definitely. I mean, not congrats in advance, because I think you'll love them. And that first VFR flight is 3 laps in the pattern. So it's I actually practiced because at that point I hadn't done pattern work in the sim. I mean, I remember doing it in real life back when I was starting out working on getting my private. But yeah, it was I was glad I had practiced too, because getting reaccustomed to talking on the radio while flying, and trying to fly a reasonably rectangular pattern was more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, good on you. Jump on in there. So far, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a challenge and sometimes a struggle to read the material and gain the knowledge. So I got my private in real life, private PPSEL, private pilot, single engine land based, and then for the 5 years or so that I flew from time to time just for enjoyment, I always told myself, well, I'm going to start working on my instrument rating any day now, and then I never did. So that's why I'm now kind of like learning instrument flying in the simulator. So I don't want to do any more unnecessary talking than I have to, because the fabulous news, we had like a deal with a Boston Center controller to meet up on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, and they would stream their scope on their Twitch channel while I streamed the flying part on my channel, so people could watch both at once. But that's Crafty Aviation. Crafty's schedule has changed, and so Tuesdays going forward is kind of a question mark now. And it may until we figure out, until we figure out something else, it may just be catch as catch can to see if somebody, if a Boston Center controller happens to log in on a Tuesday or Thursday afternoon. But the good news is somebody logged on Center. The fabulous news is that who logged on Boston Center is Jamshed Lovelace, the famous, the beloved, the infamous Sheed is controlling Boston Center, and it looks like there's a bunch of other people on as well. Oh, and actually, no. So he's still on Center, and we have some other positions. Oh yeah, the rest of what we got is it's Boston Approach, and then a couple folks on Bradley. Bradley Approach is open, but at any rate, we have ATC, so let's jump in the plane and get hopping on this flight. Hang on. So we can get underway. I'm guessing, Cold Nebo, I'm guessing Dr. IPO is at work. I mean, he's got a regular day job. And sometimes he's able to lurk, probably just sort of depending on what's going on at work on any given day. Okay, let me see if I can remember how all this equipment in front of me works to get us back in the airplane. Is it that one? Hey, that worked. Here's our lovely Mooney panel. I was a bit rushed getting the stream set up today, so I have not done things that I often do before inviting y'all in. Like, I did not get fueled up. So let's just go ahead, and this is the flight's a little on the long side, so we're just going to go ahead and fill the tanks while we're parked here at the while we're parked here at the fuel pumps, or not. I guess maybe the fuel truck came over, because yeah, the pumps are all the way over there, and there's not a lot here. We're at Saratoga Springs in New York, and the default scenery for this airport is, yeah, like some pumps and a few runway numbers, and that's about it. So right, but so that's us fueled up, and then what else do we need to do? We need to get the TDS put into the panel. So that's here, and that, and there. That ought to take care of that. It looks like it did. So at that point, I think we can just jump on into the before start checklist. Let's see. And I moved, that always used to be right there, but now it's over here, so it's on a separate machine and less likely to, oh my gosh, we've got a new follower. Hey, Gasper the Friendly Fart. Welcome on in. And let me introduce you to my brother, Right Brain Factory Outlet. Yeah, we need you baking me crazy in here, and possibly Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap as well. Where are those folks? Welcome on in, Gasper the Friendly Fart. Good to see you. So before start checklist, let's do that. So controls free and correct. Let's see. Yes, good on ailerons and elevator. Rudder seems to be working lovely. Trim set for takeoff. Yeah, I like it about there. That's trim set for takeoff. Flaps are up. That's good. Speed brakes not deployed. They are not. That's lovely. Parking brake on. I'm sure it must be. Oh, it looks like it's not. How weird. That was like the one thing that I was sure I got done before starting the stream. I checked and made sure the parking brake was on. Okay, I don't know. Fuel selector, side per clock. It's for 5 minutes from the bottom of the hour, so let's just go ahead. By the time we get the engine running, it's going to be the bottom the bottom of the hour, so we'll just start out on the right side. And fuel selector's throttle. Not sure what's up with my views that you guys can't see what's going on. Huh. That's weird. Well, at any rate, where are we here? Throttle closed. Prop full forward, mixture idle cutoff, and altimeter set. I think that it should be yes. Do I have pardon me, I'm not going to take you along with me to the chart, because I'm only going there for a second long enough to, oh dear, where are we? Here we go. There we are. Saratoga Springs. Oh, right, where we can't get, hang on. Learning this new chart program, and it's, okay, so we got airport information, open airport, weather, and then I get the Schenectady METAR, because that's the closest one, but it is, survey said, altimeter 30.28 Well, that's interesting because that would be a little bit higher, like about there, which would set our altitude to about 480. And the airport elevation is 430. So I'm rather than go with the Schenectady METAR, I'm going with the airport elevation of 434 because I trust that more. I know my altimeter. Wait, 410, 2040 is there we go. Right there. Hey, right where Microsoft put it without being asked. Okay. Altimeter, master, alternator, and avionics all off. That's good. Switches off. They're off down there. And the ones up here are all off. So that's good. And then, let's see. Breakers not modeled by Carinado. And gear is down. Alrighty, that means we can move along to our engine start checklist. Did I miss anything in the chat while I concentrated on the checklist there? Oh, yes, thank you so much, Soundtrack, for reminding folks about the giveaway. We are giving away one free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. There will be a drawing at the end. There's only one long round for the length of the entire stream, and each person can get one ticket. So go ahead and type !ticket into the chat, and that will get you entered into the drawing. And I think that I even have, oh gosh, we only have three entries so far. So definitely go ahead and get yourself a ticket now, lest you forget later on. Okay. And if you're already a subscriber and you win the giveaway, then I'll give you a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. And Mariner Halley, thank you so much for resubscribing. That's absolutely super. I appreciate it so much. And also good to see you. Welcome on in. And Rob Cobb 37, hi, welcome to the stream. And thank you for getting a ticket for the giveaway. That's awesome. Let's see, where were we? We were about to do the engine start checklist. So let's jump right in and do that. We got throttle. Oh, we're back to what has happened to my something has that's what happened there, but something has happened to my views. I swear, you used to be able to, from this view, used to be able to see the throttle quadrant, but oh well. So throttle full open. Mixture rich. Master on. Alternator on. Master caution can come off. Boom, 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 boom. Annunciator test. There's our pretty Mooney Christmas tree annunciator panel all lit up. Lovely. Beacon on. Let's go up here. Beacon on. Fuel pump on. That's good. And then throttle back to idle. And clear prop. And we can mags to start. Oh, and it roars right to life. I love it. So after start checklist, throttle 800-ish. We get a little better view of that, 900-ish, 800-ish. Anything down in that region will be fine. As long as it's under, that's fine. Definitely don't need to mess with that. Oil pressure in the green arc, it definitely is. Let's see, volt ammeter. Yep, we got volts, we got amps. Alternators charging our battery, that's what we like to see. Suction within limits. Well, we have 4.3 inches of suction, which may seem like not a lot of suction, but it's obviously an adequate amount of suction because our instrument has become erect. And that means next is fuel pump off. Engine. Check the engine instruments. Sorry, it's the checklist's a little harder to read on the new computer, but I mean on the different monitor. But never mind. Yep, engine instruments are fine. Fuel flow indicator, anything in anything in this region is what you would expect at this low and idle sitting on the ramp, so that's fine. Avionics master on, and then that should light up our GPS, which it does. We can just click through the welcome messages there. And that is the after start checklist. Before taxi checklist is next. So that means we can jump into our flight plan. Club TK, welcome on in. Good to see you. Nice to have you here. Appreciate it. And hey, look, Stug TV is here and erect. Welcome, sir. I see you're happy to see me. Great having you here. Alrighty then. Let me get a couple of things going over here on the. Oh, that's not where that should be. Bear with me. I had that set up, but then the cursor focus was on Chrome when I thought it was on the flight simulator, so I used a button on the Stream Deck to change views in the flight simulator, but instead it changed the web page in the browser. Aren't you glad that you know that now? So, flight plan. Let's we can take a quick glance at. Oh, that's interesting. When I changed scenes, we got our friendly static. So, for anyone who's new, from time to time we get that really irritating static in the audio feed on the stream, and it usually clears up about that quickly. Sometimes it persists a little longer, and I'm not going to put a lot of. I solved it at one point, and then after like 2 weeks it came back again, and within 2 weeks I'm expecting a new computer to run the sim on, and so at that point everything's going to change. So I'm not putting a lot of time and effort into solving that static problem, because it's just going to be a couple weeks, maybe even only a week before the new computer gets here. So there's that. So yes, they're good. So you can see the Boston virtual ARTCC window there. This is where, if you're interested in more information about the Wings program and how you can join up and fly it, all that is right here on the BVA website. And I'm already on the window for the flight we're going to do today, which is IFR number 10. And the new stuff that I had to learn in order to fly this flight is I had to learn about back course approaches, and they have it pictured right here. This is just an excerpt from an IFR ILS approach chart, but there's one subtle difference between this and a regular ILS approach, and that's this long skinny arrow that's pointing at the run. This is the runway right here, and these charts always have a long skinny arrow like this pointing at it. The difference in a back course, the way you can tell it's a back course when you're just glancing at a chart, is that it's the left side of this arrow. If you were this arrow with your nose pointing that way to the left in this case, it's the left side of the arrow that's shaded. Whereas on a normal ILS approach, it's the right side of the arrow that's shaded. You can almost see, I think there might be more of a clip of the chart. No, not really. But we could take a quick look at, let me see, I think that I have, is this, oh yeah, is this the, yes, here's the look, yes, this will show it to us. And I think if I do that first, and then this should let you see, yes, Navigraph with the chart. So this is the chart we'll be using today when we fly this. And so again, it's the left side of this arrow is the back course that we will be flying, and the approach is labeled up here that it's a localizer back course. The way my understanding of how this all works is there are only 40 of these back course approaches left functional in the U.S., and they're all on ILS systems that are quite old. Any modernly installed ILS system has signals going out in both directions, and so you can fly a regular ILS approach from either end of the runway. But the old ones did not have the glide slope signal on the backside. So there's one radio, one antenna, one array of antennas set up on the field here. And if you're coming in from the southwest, approaching runway 5, is it 23 that we're flying? Right. So if you were coming in from the southwest over here, approaching runway 5, it's just a regular ILS approach where you're getting both the lateral guidance from the localizer and the vertical guidance from the glide slope. But because it's old equipment, if you're coming in from the northeast and approaching runway 5, there's no glide slope signal available from that side. So it's a localizer only. You get the side-to-side guidance from the localizer signal, but no guidance in terms of your altitude. And so you have to do a step-down altitude instead. And as I think where I started with all of that is how you can tell the difference. You can recognize a localizer approach right off the bat because the arrow, you see this ILS arrow down here is shaded on its right side. This being shaded on the left side tells us it's a back course. Okay, so that's the background information on what we're doing there. And what does this mean in terms of our flight plan? So our flight plan, we're leaving Saratoga Springs and going to, well, for that, I really want to be back over on here. Sorry for jumping around a bunch. Let me hide that and get back to our flight. Where is our... Oh, well, I think, wait, if I go here... No. Oh... So I am in the process of learning Navigraph. Oh, that's what I do, is I go there. And, I hope SimCaesar's not looking at the mess on the screen right now, because that's pretty hard to read. But we can turn off some of that information and turn on other stuff. So this is us up here at Saratoga Springs, which is 5 Bravo 2. So we're going to be flying southeast to our destination, which is New Bedford, down here near the Cape. And so our flight plan is via 2 VORs. This is the Chester. I started to say Chesterfield, but I think that was a coat, or the British lord the coat was named after, but Chester. So we're going to fly from Saratoga Springs to the Chester VOR, then to the Providence VOR, and then from there we'll actually be getting vectors probably from Providence to get lined up with the approach we're going to do. Over there. Okay, so I think that was everything we needed to know about that before we get the flight plan into the GPS and get ready to take off. So the test standards, the standards on which we will be tested today, dimmer. Let's see. Oh, Honeycomb Alpha Review. You got one for your birthday. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. And what a delightful gift. For one, Chesterfields, yes, definitely were a brand of cigarettes. They may even have been made here in Durham. Right Brain Factory Outlet, do you know, was Chesterfields one of the brands made in Durham? I think it was. Saved $3,600 by buying a Navigraph. Oh, is that like the 3600s? That it would cost for JEPs worldwide. Yeah, I don't know how much is ForeFlight, because doesn't that include the JEPs as well and give you? I've seen some people using ForeFlight in YouTube videos, and I'm just that. In fact, that's why I got Navigraph, is because it gets me a long way. The gap between SkyVector and ForeFlight is much too wide to demonstrate here on this tiny little screen, but Navigraph, I think, is going to get me more than halfway toward what is available in ForeFlight. But I think ForeFlight, the 3700 is the add-on for ForeFlight. Wow, because ForeFlight costs you an annual sub too, doesn't it? Anyway, this digression is not getting us any closer to in the air, so I'm going to turn my attention back. But Dimmer, congratulations! I'm on your Honeycomb Alpha and again, happy birthday. But so that's the map is still on the screen. So I was saying that's the standards against which I will be tested. First is that we need to depart Saratoga Springs legally. Dimmer! Thank you so much for subscribing. That's absolutely great. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. My, yes. So we're going to depart Saratoga Springs legally and appropriately. And what this is in reference to is there's an obstacle departure procedure, and we'll take a very brief glimpse at that as we're getting ready and leaving. But then correct on route navigation. We're going to use the GPS, so that shouldn't be too tricky. And then we'll fly the localizer back course for runway 23 without deviating from the localizer. We'll probably want some drum rolls at that point, but at any rate. So that's what we're up to. There's a lot, as with all of these wings, Boston VATSIM wings over New England flights. They tell you everything you really need to know to be successful in completing the flight. Their training materials are great, and I highly recommend them. And I'm not going to, if you're interested, you now know where to go to find this and read it yourself. I'm not going to read it for you. And unlike last Thursday, I actually did read all of this before starting the stream. That was a little embarrassing for those of you who were here. My apologies. So let's get back in the airplane and get it set up. So you can see the airplane, I can see the chart. So we're going to go back to the GPS and get our flight plan in here. It already has Saratoga Springs because that's where we are. We are flying from here to the Chester VOR, which is that. From there, we're flying to the Providence VOR, which is that. And then from there, we are going to New Bedford, which is KEWB, KEWB. So we'll get that in there. Very good. So then if we go back and look at the map, I just like to check and make sure that it, looks like what I think it should look like before going further and complicating things. So, hey, that looks exactly like what it looks like on my chart. So that's a good sign. We can go back here in the view and then go back to the flight plan, because I think normally flying in the real world, we might have some idea of which approach we would be likely to take when we get to New Bedford, because we would have looked ahead at the weather and seen what the wind was doing, and that would determine what was likely going to be our landing runway in New Bedford. And so we would probably have gone ahead and looked at one or two approaches that would work for that runway. Because this is simulated flying and a test flight where part of the test is flying this particular approach, we have the luxury that we can actually go ahead and get it entered before we're in the air, because it's always easier to do this kind of stuff when you're in the air. So we'll go to procedures and approaches for where, for New Bedford, where we're going, which approach do we want. Here's a list of the ones that are stored in this GPS, and we want the localizer back course 23. So that's right there. And then we have to tell it how we're going to transition. We test flew. We did a dry run of this flight on Tuesday because we passed the IFR number 9, but the controller had to go. So we didn't have ATC to attempt this flight number 10 on Tuesday, but we kind of did a pre-fly of it, like a dress rehearsal. And because we didn't have air traffic control, we had to vector ourselves onto the approach. And so for that, I picked this FERBS transition. But today we will have ATC, so we're going to leave this set to vectors as far as how we're going to transition from the en route environment to the approach. So that's all we need to do in here. And we say load approach. We're not going to activate the approach. We won't do that until we're actually cleared to fly the approach, assuming we get that far. But so now our route is still in here as we entered it, but sitting down here below it, dimmed out but waiting to be activated. These are the waypoints on that back. not only on the the localizer back course, these are the step down altitude points, but then also preloaded in here is the missed approach. Uh, if we have to go around, then it will the GPS is ready to do that for us too, with the missed approach procedure already in there. So cool. That's everything we need in here for the navigation piece of it. What remains then, or what's next, is some radio frequencies. So to get those, I'm going to go ahead and connect to VATSIM, which you guys can see. So wait, where did my... bear with me one moment, because... oh yeah, that's a vPilot. But it should be up where I can see it to get to it. There's Paragraph Chrome. No, closing. It should be right there. Okay. Is that what we want? That's what we want. All right. Okay. Sorry. Just to get the screen set up the way that I want it. So, okay. So you're not seeing any of the. Yeah, that's okay. More to work on with vPilot and streaming, but in a nutshell, there's a pop-up you can't see where I'm connecting with my call sign, November 8080 Alpha, and my type code, which our airplane is a Mooney Ovation M20R, but its FAA type code is M20P. I think just mainly to keep us on our P's and R's, but there we go. So that's now saying that we are connected to the voice server, which is excellent. And every time I connect to VATSIM, my body starts doing everything it can to help to have me not talk on the radio with people. So my sinuses start stuffing up. I start having to cough. It's all very, what is that? Is that psychosomatic? No. Well, yeah, I guess it is psychosomatic. Or what do you call people who, there's a word for like, it's hypochondriacally psychosomatic, I think. That one's for you, right, Brain Factory Outlet? Okay. I know, Dimmer. Don't use logic on me. What do you think this is? People, did I say hi? I think I said hi, but now I don't remember. It's my short-term memory going. Essentially, any excuse to come to bring my attention over here, where you are, rather than over there, where VATSIM and controllers are. Okay. So we are going to be talking to Boston Center, and they are on. Okay, yeah, you can see both of these. They are on 134. But is there? Yeah, no, there's not an ATIS to tune in, so it's going to be Boston Center all the way except for ground, and that's ground already in there. So we'll leave ground in there, and we'll just change this one to Boston Center, which, as always, is 134.7. We'll put that in, and live people talking on the radio.
Allegiant 2039, climb and maintain flight level 382.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the dulcet tones of Mr. Jamshed Lovelace. Okay, so are we ready to call for a clearance? No, because we haven't filed a flight plan. And this is, so I regret this this part of that. I can't figure out how here in the vPilot client, when I click on flight plan here, I get a pop-up to put my flight plan in, but for some reason you don't get to see it. So bear with me if you need to, go to the kitchen for a beverage or something. Song by... Oh, no, that's I know those lyrics. That's from the name of that song is Adelaide's Lament. And it's a number in the first act of the musical Guys and Dolls. Giacomo Fino Anane, Giacomo Finane. That sound can mean only one thing, and that is that Planet Neutral is in the house. Welcome on in, Planet Neutral. Good to have you. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry for the static and garbled state of the of your walk on Sound Planet Neutral. Lovely to have you here, and I'm really quite certain that the new computer is going to not have that problem, or that once we have the new planet, the new planet, once we have the new planet here, the computer will be fine, and vice versa. Melvin Leroy is here too. Welcome on in. Great seeing you. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I get this flight plan in, since you can't see it. I just need to put in here 5 Bravo 2. Well, let's see, it's IFR from 5 Bravo 2 to KEWB for New Bedford, right? Yeah, EWB. And our alternate, we're just going to use Providence as an alternate because we know there's an ILS there. If we have bad weather, we can get down. Departure time 15, 16, 17, 18. It's now 1952. I'm going to put 2015. We can be off in the next 25 minutes. We'd better be. Hopefully sooner than that. Time en route. What is the length of this flight? That's so far. Oh, okay. Is that really only? No, that's that leg. That's 76. I'm sure there's an easy way in Navigraph to see how long my flight is, but I haven't found it yet. And you would think that somewhere on the flight page they would, tell you that, but not that I can see. Okay, well, we're just going to leave it at the default of an hour. It's not going to take us an hour. We're going to cruise. It'll be faster than 150, but we'll say 150, unless the wind really tries to kill us. And cruising altitude, we're going east, and east is odd, but west is even odder. So east is odd. And our MoCA along the route is 4,900. So hey, 5,000. Let's file for 5,000. They'll tell us different if they don't like that for some reason. And then our route, we're going direct to Chester, and then from there direct Providence, and that ought to be that. And then in the notes, wings IFR number 10, and the address to alert them that we're streaming. Okay. IFR, slant golf, 5 Bravo 2, KEWB, KPVD for an alternate, 2015 departure. That's 25 minutes. I'm gonna say 2010. Let's say 2005. We'll be really optimistic. Yeah, we can be out of here in 15 minutes for sure. Expecting an hour en route, 5 hours of fuel on board, cruising at 150 knots, 5,000 on the altitude, CTR and PVD for the route, wings IFR number 2. Boom! I'm clicking file flight plan. And so there you can see it came back down here and said flight plan filed. That's looking good. Just going to double check over on VATSPI to make sure I'm a real. I, I hope I'm a real boy. Uncle Geppetto. Am I a real boy now? See what it says, if anything, over here. It often takes a moment or two for it to kick in there. But yes, no, maybe I'll say with the and the thing and the thing. Well, it's still thinking about it. Oh my gosh, we're getting a raid. By the time we've greeted people from the raid, our flight plan will definitely be showing up in there. Ian Fisher is raiding us. Hi, welcome on in, Ian Fisher and Raider. Happy to have you here. And good to see you. We're just we're just making sure our flight plan's filed, and then we're going to call up and get an IFR clearance to do the Boston VATSIM wings over New England IFR flight number 10. Let me just take one more quick look over there, and we'll see if the thing, hey, it went from gray to dark, and there we are. And it got my equipment code this time. For some reason, it on Tuesday was not picking up my equipment type, which kind of worried me, but the controller filled it in for me, so I need not have been worried. I did, however, just discover that on the pre-stream checklist, I missed the item for silence phone. Okay, that's taken care. Well, I think there's no more avoiding talking to the ATC. and getting our clearance. So, with a few deep breaths, I think it's time to do that. Am I right? Flight plans file. We're connected to the voice server. If I click this back over, we'll be on the frequency to talk to them. There's probably a lot of people talking. Why am I not hearing people talking? Because there are, oh, well, there's only 37 flights in Boston Center right now, so it might not be too terribly busy. Bear with me one moment.
TBN 4 Mike Whiskey, contact Boston, approach 133.0. Have a good day.
133 zip. Thanks for the help today. 4 Mike Whiskey.
So in these first 15 flights, oh, so how's the balance between ATC and me? Because I like for you to be able to hear me a little louder than them. I like you to be able to still tell what they're saying when I'm talking, but I want it to be easier to hear me. And they're really loud in my ear. They're a little low, okay, because they're knocking me out. Let me go over here and bring them up just a little more. Oh, yeah, I do have them cranked down kind of far. So,
November 45 Charlie,
is that better for ATC for you? Because I've got to.
4737. Sorry, we had a glitch and everything got dumped. I'll put that back in.
No worries.
Perfect. Better. Okay, good. Then the other thing is, before we get on there, what about, that's interesting. I'm barely hearing the airplane at all, and I do need to hear it at least a little more just to be able to monitor what's going on with it. So I may just have to be deafened by ATC, but that's not your fault. I can crank them up for you, and it doesn't affect my level. So can you hear the airplane?
November 45 Charlie Mike, radar contact 8 miles southwest of the Prescott Airport. The Bangor altimeter 30. Actually, hold on a second.
Banger.
Prescott altimeter 2908.
Just matter. Okay, sorry.
2989 for 45 Charlie Mike.
So soundtrack airplane level, okay, or no, or yes, or we can level seem good. Okay, great. Well, so we'll adjust those as we need to in the end. So is he between people? Do I have to push the button now? I guess I have to push the button now, don't I? It's really hot in here. Why is it so warm? Maybe I'll take a break once we're in the air and see if I can adjust the, okay. Actually, do we have, what I don't have? Well, we don't need it for the clearance. So I'll just go ahead. Oh, I started to say, out of the first 15 flights, there were only 2 times that I ever called up when Sheed was on center, and both times it was a case where I should have called approach instead of him. So the only 2 times he's ever talked to me on frequency were to tell me to talk to somebody else. But today there's no. There are people on approach today, but nobody. The only position covering where we are way out in Saratoga Springs is him. So here we go. Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha, IFR to New Bedford.
November 8080 Alpha Boston Center. Hello, is this for Wings IFR 10?
Wings IFR 10, sorry.
No problem. November 8080 Alpha Wings IFR 10 is approved. Cleared to the New Bedford Airport as filed. Client may maintain 5,000. Contact me on this frequency airborne. Squawk 4741 and hold for a release.
8080 Alpha cleared to the New Bedford Airport as filed. Climb maintain 5,000. Departure this frequency. Squawk 4741. Hold for release. 8080 Alpha.
Number 8080 Alpha, read back correct. Advise when you are number 1 at the runway, ready for departure.
We'll give you a call. Thanks. Read back correct. Yay! Okay. 4741. All right. And the pen didn't even try to spoil our fun. Okay. So if I can get a cursor back over on here, and I can. There we go. 4741. 4741. There's that. And altitude. And enter.
Hello,
should go to standby. Yep, so that's on standby. That's good. Okay.
Leaving my airspace.
So that means we can do our pre-taxi checklist. You know, although before we do our pre-taxi checklist, I think that what I noticed was that I had
Number
not gotten
2200,
the
golf turn right heading
oh, I had
210.
not gotten the
Right
so let's
210
bring
for
you
0 Charlie
along
Golf.
with me back over here to, oh, you're still looking at vPilot. I don't know why. But if we come back over here to Navigraph, and if I can figure out how to do it, we should be able to go to our airport. I think we can go to our airport by just going up here.
Southwest
Yes, and then
1292,
if we
radar
open the
contact
airport,
40
we can
miles
go to
southwest of Syracuse
weather,
Airport.
and then so this, yeah, we
What
glanced at
is there a
this at
particular
one
approach you
point.
want today?
But
I've got the Alice 2.8
so this
first time
we no longer have to like go to a
Southwest
browser
1292, that
and
works for
pull
me.
up the
Flight heading
METAR like I was doing
050
externally. So we're
and
trying
descend
to
to
get things
maintain
streamlined here a little bit.
10,000 vectors for the airport.
So what do we got going on here? 1757. Wait, 30. 1750 Zulu, but wait, it's 16 here. 17, 18, 19. It's 20. This is 2 hours old. Really? Well, what does the TAF say? The TAF, which is also pretty old, 260, 27. The winds seem to be trending generally westerly, so we're probably going to do that. Zach, you Jack. Zach, you Jack. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Great having you here. So our runway choices, let's see, if we go to, we're going to take a look here. Because, so in Navigraph, if we had a METAR, this would be filled in with really helpful graphic information that's helpful for choosing runways. And we don't have that. But we're going to, let's take a look at, is this my, oh, no, that's, okay. So that's, I don't know why that's there. Let's go to our airport chart. So this is the, so that's the kind of thing here. I was actually expecting 3-2 from what the winds were doing earlier, but now it looks like are they favoring 2-3? Let's see if they're, so I'm actually gonna go, I think that I can just, is there not a way, there should be a way here that I can just, this is a little infuriating. If I close that chart, then can't I go to, come on, there's a way that I can just search for an airport. I know there is. And you know what, not seeing that, we'll switch over to, sorry for the delay. We're just going to switch over to Chrome and do it the old-fashioned way. Just type METAR. You know what, there actually might be is there an ATIS in Albany? I can't remember.
Boston Center, November 314, Charlie Sierra, currently at 8,500 feet, climbing to 14,000.
Number 314, Charlie Sierra, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain, followable 400.
So what's happening in Albany?
Climbing today, climb to 400,
21,
for Charlie Sierra.
21 gusting, gusting 26, woohoo! Okay, well, that is definitely, and then, let's actually do, as long as we're here, let's see if that that METAR for Schenectady was really up to date. I think it's SCH. Is it? Yep, that's Schenectady. This is the third stream in a row where I've had the opportunity to look in the camera and say Schenectady. Okay. So 30th, yeah, 1750. Is it? Am I doing the math wrong, or is this just 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Yeah, it's 2005 Zulu now. So this just hasn't been updated in quite a while. But a couple hours ago, it was 27015 gusting 20. At any rate, it's coming out of the west. So going back
American
to
5054 Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain, followable 260.
Did that? Oh, that took you back, but of course it doesn't take me back. I have to go back. So here, well, so here's my final answer. Let's Let's step out of the plane again and see if there's a windsock here. There probably is. Or not, depending on a Sobo and how much work they felt like doing. Maybe there's not. Oh, that's midfield. Would they have put one anywhere near, like, an approach end of a runway or any such thing like that? That can't be a taxiway over there. I don't know. Okay. Huh. I'm not seeing a windsock, so I guess I'm just going to put my finger in the air and guess.
143.
Uh-oh.
Holler right out if you see a windsock.
Archie Poo.
Also holler right. Oh no, it's pet names on VATSIM. Oh no, it's so that.
Center today, JetBlue 417, 7,000.
To my understanding, that would probably violate the VATSIM code of conduct. But who am I to say? What do I know? I know nothing.
Up to 220 for JetBlue 417.
No windsock. So let's just go back. Hello, come on.
312.
There, and then
3121.
there. Oh, what did I? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Good afternoon, Boston Center.
We'll just come back over here and take one last sort of quick look at what's up with these.
Hello, also with you.
What are? Oh, come on. Oh, here we go.
American 372 radar contact.
It's right here. Why won't you show it to me? Okay, thank you. There you go. Oh,
372. We miss you.
Oh, everybody misses Sheet. Isn't that sweet? So it's so the question is 2-3 or 3-2.
Still there.
Because the wind is coming from somewhere over here. So if it is 270, that's 50 degrees off 3-2 or 40 degrees off 2-3.
With you on it.
2-3 is longer, and then the other thing, since we're uncertain of the wind, the other thing that is in favor of 2-3 is the terrain is to the northwest. So runway 32 that we were planning to use does have you either have to maintain an enhanced climb gradient at 320 feet per nautical mile until you get to 2,700. Or you can do the climb above airport, VOCA visual climb over airport, I think. So, since 3-2 is slightly less favorable, given what we're guessing the wind probably is, and has the obstacle thing as well, we're gonna make an executive decision and use runway 23. So that looks like we're gonna just hang a sharp right, take Bravo across 1-4 or across 3-2, then Delta down to the end. So that's the plan. Unless anybody objects, we're going to do that now. So that means if I get, let's see, I could have changed over to the CTAF earlier rather than listening to, but everybody wanted to hear Sheet, so that's fine too. Why does that not look like? Okay, so this is interesting. Our this does not match. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have somebody should have kicked me in the butt with a map command, but that does not match what's here in the GPS. Can you see it? I don't think you can really see that all that well, but in our GPS here, if I zoom in where it's big enough for y'all to get the picture, so we're here, and the chart we were looking at just indicated that you could cross 3-2 on Bravo and continue on Delta, but this is saying something different. So let's yet again go outside the airplane and see what is happening here. So that we were looking at a very sharp right onto Bravo, which then does not go across. So this should be the departure end of 2-3 down here. Yes, it is. We are getting a raid. Vex Freeze is raiding us with a party of 3. Welcome on in. Great to see you. Happy to have you here. and we're just trying to get ourselves taxiing. Oh, hey, Vex Freeze, you brought Kevmick with you. Welcome on, Kev. Welcome on in, Kevmick. Good to see you. Good to have both of you here. And so it looks like the GPS matches what the GPS seems to match what's in the sim. This kind of shape, which in no way matches. Oh, you know what? I see what's going on here. What we saw in the Jeppesen chart, this thing over here that it is that the Jep chart is that we have a new follower. Oh, hey, Sean Baba. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow and good to have you here. This is AutoGen scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim, based off of satellite imagery. But so what the JEP chart indicates to me is this over here is what was once a runway but has since been closed. But Microsoft Flight Simulator detected it and said, aha, that must be the taxiway to get you to 23. So are we going to maybe find a different way to get over to 23? No, because there's not a taxiway over there. You know what? There is nobody else at this airport. I think we're just going to back taxi on 23. So what does that mean? That means from here, I think we would hang a sharp right to get ourselves over there. And then, yeah, we'll just back taxi on, hang a right on 23 and back taxi. So, sorry for the long delay there, but I think we can get going now. So that would mean the next thing is the before taxi checks. So radio's set. Yep, we got our 2 frequencies in there. One other thing we can do while we're on the ground here is put in the ILS frequency for the back course down at New Bedford, so we don't have to dial it in the air. And can I get that from? Yes, I can. I don't. You don't need me to drag you along with me over here, do you? What do we got here? ATIS, Providence Approach, Boston Center, CTAF. Tell me there's an ILS. There it is. It's 109.7. That's for the front course, but it's the same frequency. Oh, it's just saying front course is 054 and this is 234. But so yeah, it is 109.7, and I can put this back where it was, except that no, I want that. Bear with me one more second while I get my charts set up the way that I want them to be when I'm flying. And that is, there we go, like that. Except with let's put this on. Yep, like that. Okay. We're good to go. I was going to show you, I'm thinking we would use 3.2. I was ready to show you. I found a really cool climb gradient table that just makes it really quick and easy. But the Mooney climbs, we're climbing generally somewhere between 90 and 100 knots indicated airspeed. And so that means it would vary with the wind to some extent, but that 332 foot per nautical mile climb gradient, we got nothing to worry about at that airspeed. Unless the wind is really strong, we're making well over 550 feet per nautical mile. So that's good. And there's that. I think, heaven help us, I think we're ready to. Oh, come on, there we go. It means, heaven help us, we're ready to finish the taxi checklist. So that's no, we're not, because I got distracted and didn't put 109 or 0.7 in here. But is that what is in there from? Yes, it's there because that's what we flew on Thursday. So that was the last thing we had in there. Okay, before taxi checks. Radio's set. Transponder, it's on standby. It should switch itself over to mode C once we get underway. We'll double check that a little later. Instruments checked, yes. CDI bugged. Let's get that set. So we are doing 2, 3. If I can make it out from here. There we go. 2, 4, 2, 3. And might as well put the although let's see, what's our, we might want to use heading to switch over to our track once we're airborne, and that's going to be, not on here because I'm zoomed in too far for it to be telling me. 151 is going to be our on-course track. So let's actually do the heading bug to 151 because we'll be making that turn at some point. That's near enough for now. Oh, did I miss anything? Cold Nebo. All right. 320 feet per nautical mile, 100 knots ground speed, a little under 550. Yep, 550 was what the table said. And I don't know how to get the Mooney to climb at only 550 feet a minute. It just craves 1,000 foot a minute climb, no matter how I trim it. So I was like, okay, well, we got nothing to worry about there. But we're not doing that 3-2 departure with the constraint anyway. We are doing the obstacle departure for the other 3 runways is just your basic. I don't remember now, but it was also nothing to worry about climbing at anything at or above 500 feet a minute. We're fine. Okay, so before taxi checks, CDI bug lights. It's time for lights, camera, in action. So the beacon's already on. Landing, taxi, nav, and recognition lights. If you wanted to see those switches flip, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get us off the ground here. Parking brake can come off. And then let's check the brakes, and then we can kind of get it going here. Let's see. So, yep, we're moving, and that's left brake, right brake. Okay, we got differential braking. That's a good sign. And we can go ahead and make this hard right. And but we should tell folks we're on the CTAF. Yeah, we're on the CTAF, and we're in Saratoga Springs. Saratoga Springs traffic. Mooney 8080 Alpha on the ramp at Bravo, taxiing Bravo, and then we'll back taxi for a departure off 23 Saratoga Springs. Okay, can we make a hard right from here? We can. Lovely. Huh. Only an hour and 19 minutes. What do you think, soundtrack? Is that a record? I think that might be a record. Standard, yes. Standard rate climb 200, yes. Right, yep. 3-2, the only non-standard, yes. A Ferrari of the skies. That's hilarious. Go. So I think this is... Come on. Oh yeah, we got this weird thing going on. So we'll hook a half a left and then a right to back taxi. Okay. That's fine. 335 feet. Yes. I think I have done that in my sleep, in fact. Golden Eva. All right. A little faster than that? What do you say? Take a good look. Nobody coming in that way. Nobody coming in that way. Saratoga Springs traffic. Mooney 8080 Alpha. Back taxiing runway 23 Saratoga Springs. One last look just to be absolutely certain. Clear left, clear right. And we can go ahead and get on here. La 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 la. This is the exciting part. Is everybody excited? We're about to take off. We're going to go fly in an airplane. Wow. Okay. So there are lots of things that I like in in Navigraph that you don't get with, a free app like SkyVector. Like, for instance, you can overlay the chart. You can overlay the taxi diagram over your actual chart and adjust how thick or thin it is, which is to say how. Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. How transparent it is. Didn't I just do like I thought? Right. So you can have it completely solid, or you can have it mostly translucent, and you get a little moving indicator there then for where you are on the field. So I mean, I don't know. I think that's going to be one of quite a few very helpful features with back taxi is, I mean, it's obviously not the greatest choice, but here we're dealing with scenery that doesn't match reality, and Cold Depot. Yes, that would be disturbing, absolutely. Mr. 26 or Mr. 26.2, depending on who I'm actually speaking with. Yes, Navigraph. I finally, I mean, I've been interested for a long time, and I saw somebody do some things in ForeFlight that just made me so jealous, and wrong way. I figured out that Navigraph would do some of those, so I finally broke down and paid for a 1-month subscription to evaluate it. And so far, what I have found so far is that it is not, well, now I'm sitting on the runway and talking and doing something other than flying. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it. It's not easy to learn. It is, the user interface to me is slightly less user friendly than a junkyard dog, but I am learning it, and I think I'm gonna keep it. So let's call Boston and let them know we are ready to go. I haven't heard anybody in a while. That's because I'm on the CTAP. Haha. If I can get a cursor back over here. There we go. Okay.
Advise ready to push. Expect runway 29er.
29 call ready for push. Delta 2997.
November 10 Papa radar contacts the altitude.
1,100 for 10 Papa.
10 Papa, thank you. I'll have a turn for you shortly. Delta 292, cross Calverton at and maintain 12,250 knots, Kennedy altimeter 3028.
Cross Calverton at maintain 12,250 knots, Delta 290 Heavy.
Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha, ready to go on runway 23, Saratoga Springs.
November 8080 Alpha, released for departure. Clearance void at 2035. If not airborne by then, advise me of your intentions no later than 2040. Time now is 2024. Change to advisory. Frequency approved and talk to airborne.
Right, got the clearance void times and call you airborne 8080 Alpha. All righty. Well, we don't have to worry about clearance void times because we have been sitting here blocking this runway for too long already. So, before takeoff, we should have put our strobes on when we entered the runway, but we didn't because we're horrible
Boston
pilots.
Center, November 314.
It's so loud in my ear, I'm going to have to do something about that, but I will live for now. Let's see. Let's get our flaps, notch of flaps in, and our trim we already set, and mixture is still rich, and fuel pump needs to come on. And did we ever turn the
Boston Center, good
fuel pump off?
X-ray,
we did. Okay, good. We were good pilots.
380.
There's fuel pump on, instrument section set, switches as required. Yep, we're good to go. So there we go. Throttle to full.
Squawk 47.
Engines coming right on up.
4720 Shamrock, 13 X-ray.
And the chair is not in the ideal position for these pedals, but we will live. Airspeed's alive. There's 60. And
Condor
coming up on
70,
80. Let's say we made it off right at the intersection. That's nice. So we are going to fly runway heading.
Maintain flight level
There's no more
380.
usable runway. Gear can come
We'll
up.
maintain 380, Shamrock, 1 extra.
What the heck did he tell me? We're cleared as filed. And he didn't give us, he just said to call him airborne this frequency. And so we are more than 400 AGL, so we can start our turn coming around to 1.5 there. And we don't need a 2,000 foot a minute climb. I know you want to do it, Mooney, but we do not need to climb that hard.
Number 1,
Whoa!
let's
Get those flaps
Left
up.
240, 10 Papa.
And see if we can't build a little airspeed here before we go herring off at 2,000 feet a minute. My God. Okay. So yeah, that's past our heading, but I don't want to stray too far from the airport while we get back on.
November 314 Charlie Sierra has returned.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. There we go. So this is pretty much on course now. And let's get it trimmed for not that fast a climb. So I'm going to get the autopilot
November 10
on
Papa, clear direct Sea Dog.
before I call him.
Direct Sea Dog, November 10
For
Papa.
today, I am going to try doing it all down here in the virtual cockpit rather than it seems like I can either do all interactions with the nope, not 500, so there we go.
JetBlue 417, contact New York
Okay.
approach 128.12. Have a good
I
day.
think
New York
that's
approach
what we need
128.12. Have a good day, JetBlue 417.
to have ourselves at a nice steady climb and on course. And I'll explain all that after I give them a call. Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha 2300 for 5,000.
Mooney 8080 Alpha, Boston Center, ident.
Ident 8080 Alpha.
November 8080 Alpha, radar contact 5 miles southeast of the Saratoga County Airport, the Albany altimeter 3028.
3028 8080 Alpha.
And Boston Center, 45 Charlie Mike
So-
is direct Sutsy, descending 3,000.
Let's be good
Right.
pilots. And put that
American
in.
180, cross Lawley at and maintain, flight level 200.
Boop.
Cross Lally at 200, American 180.
3028? 3028. So that's close enough to write. Yep. Right. Wait, 30.28? Are you serious? 30.28. Okay. That's 30.2, yes? 30.28 would then be there. Okay. I don't know that I trust it. The B key usually works in Microsoft Flight Simulator, or at least it used to. Why are we not climbing as fast as we should be? No, we're still not doing 500 feet a minute. That's fine. A swimmer guy is up here. Oh, what's he doing flying an airplane? It's an A320. Is that big enough to put a pool in? I don't know. Could be. So let's see what's going on. Before takeoffs is done. After takeoffs, we did get the flaps up, and we should. Is our oil temp and pressure? They're in the green arcs. That's good. Oh, the fuel pump can come off now. And then landing and taxi lights can come off. You didn't get to see them go on. I should be kind of. There's landing and taxi lights off. And then we are going to just leave it in climb power until we get to 5,000. So that's
Route 2040 Boston Center.
1,000 to
hello,
go,
climb
and we won't be there.
380.
Let me we go back to where you can see what I'm seeing over here. It's a no longer particularly helpful view of the airport, but there's a little icon here that will zoom it out to the entire flight. And this is all kind of cluttered. The background map here is a
American
VFR.
372 music.
We can switch it over to IFR low. This I have currently set to be like completely uncluttered, just so I can like see what's going on. But there's lots of options for what you can either be seeing or not seeing. 4,300. Don't let me bust my altitude of 5,000, okay? We can turn on and off various things like that's waypoints and airways. What's this one?
Delta
I don't remember what that one is. This is
New York
airspaces.
approach,
We can leave that on just so we're aware of where they are. Like the GPS is going to probably warn us when we start getting close to this one.
Southwest 1292.
You can see where built-up areas are and city names.
Syracuse to departure.
Those aren't all that helpful at the moment. These are airports. If we need, there's an emergency when we need to land, the GPS will tell us where nearby airports are. And then this one is currently just set to turn those mochas on and off. So I don't know. Is it this one with airways? You can also customize these. I'm gonna take a quick look out here and make sure everything is looking like we're not about to kill ourselves or anybody else. No, that looks fine. And well, we're coming up on 5,000. So let's focus. Focus. All of us. On getting this over into alt hold when we... Oh, is it going to capture? Oh, look, it's capturing. Oh, so that's what I was saying before, is if I... Oh, sorry. So,
push onto taxi Alpha approved advised
yeah, so it seems as if
Vicky 7457
I only interact with the autopilot through the virtual cockpit using the mouse to manipulate these buttons and knobs in the virtual cockpit. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Or if I only use the buttons and knobs on the Bravo quadrant, the physical buttons and knobs that are mapped to the same functions, if I only use those and don't touch these at all, that works, except that some things aren't mapped on the Bravo and I've not yet figured out how to map them. Meaning, like, I'll be using the Bravo and then there'll be something that I need and I'll come do it here with the mouse in the virtual cockpit, and that seems to be what kills the autopilot. And it's like murder-suicide. When that kills the autopilot does its best to take me out with it. So what I decided to try today was, okay, we will just pretend that our Bravo throttle quadrant is only the throttles and the gear and the manual trim wheel, should we want it, so I'm not touching anything to do with the autopilot today on the Bravo quadrant. And indeed, it's been so long since, it was more than 2 months ago that I got the Alpha and Bravo, and I will try to have a good flight,
and I'll feel very lonely without you. But I will switch you to comfort number 314.
Everybody misses Sheed so much.
Love you.
Love you. That's weird. So it's been a long time since I've limited myself to only using what's in the virtual cockpit here, and I wasn't even sure I was pushing things in the right order to get it set up in the way that it would capture the 5,000-foot altitude, but apparently I did, because it captured it, and that makes me very happy. I didn't have to freak out. So I think what I was saying, we were looking at the map, the shells. What are the shells for? What shells? What shells are we? Wait, fluid transfer. What are you two? What are you two going on? Every time I come into this room, the two of you are in the middle of something, and when I walk in, you like clam right up. Oh, we're clamming up. Is that what it was about? Clamming up. Okay, never mind. Okay, I will pay no attention to the two men in the corner of the room clamming up when I enter. I believe what I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself. I think I was talking about this. Yes, that this button turns on and off waypoints and airways, like the Victor Airways, Tango Airways, etc. And so there's like these 6 different things you can turn on and off, but within each of them, it took me forever to figure out how this works. But if I this turns on filtering for all 6 of them, and then I go up here, instead of turning these navigation things on and off, it brings up the customizable menu. So I've got waypoints and VHF nav aids, which will be VORs, and airways turned on, and holding pins. So if I turn everything off but VORs and airways, and then come back here and turn these on. So now, instead of that awful clutter of every waypoint on the chart, now it's a little easier to see that what we got going on here is just airways and VORs. So there's our Chester VOR we're flying to, and then we're going near the Barnes VOR, but we're direct Chester down to Providence, and then we'll get vectors from there. So that's okay. So that's what's going on there. We can go back to the airplane then, and should we take another look around outside and see what's going on or not going on? Ooh, we got there's a moon out tonight.
Alpha cross.
Alpha cross 237 till 19.
Huh. Come on. That's kind of nice. Get a screenshot of that. Did the screenshot work? I didn't see the little yes it worked thing. Hang on. Maybe I have to click over there. There we go. Lovely. Hey, Riz is here. Welcome on in, Riz. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. So Nosy Guy, Nosy Guy in a Dark Star is climbing and moving away, but we seem to be on the trail of Swimmer Guy. What is Swimmer Guy flying? Oh, that A320, right. We also got Harley and Gareth joining us. We don't know any of those people. I haven't seen Dragon, so Dragon often flies along, but have not seen Dragon today, so I'm assuming he is elsewhere. But since I don't know any of these people, we're going to pretend for the moment they're not here. Let's, you know what, actually, let's just come back in here and make sure things are... Oh! So, apparently, Soundtrack 78 and Cold Nemo were so busy that it didn't occur to anybody who's a responsible adult to remind me that we have a top-of-climb checklist to take care of, which, because we did the after takeoff checks, really is just down to reducing power to cruise power. So we are ripping. Where's my mouse? We are ripping through 18 gallons of fuel per hour here, which is ridiculous. There's no need for that. We're close to 100, or are we over 170 knots indicated airspeed, which is, as you can see, we are brushing the top of the green arc here. The hills are alive with the sound of Mustix. Hi, Mustix. It's that time. I didn't realize it was that time. Mustix is home and happy to be, I'm quite sure. Welcome on in. Good to see you here. What does radar required mean at the top of the back course 2-3 chart mean? Well, the short answer is I don't know. And I could leave it at that. I probably should leave it at that. But I do have some theories anyway.
American 1146 Boston Center, hello, squawk 1553.
Now. Soundtrack, come on.
American 180 cleared.
So really, I mean, if this were a rental Mooney, we probably wouldn't care about burning through 18 gallons an hour and putting all the, like, how hot, but like how hot is the engine? That's kind of really more the concern is, you know, are we burning up the engine? So our cylinder head temperature, you know, it's in the green, which is fine. And the exhaust, you know, temperature's not that high. But, you know, we're wasting a lot of fuel because we haven't leaned. And I don't know much about engines, but I think if you run them for a long time in that condition, doesn't all that extra unneeded gas getting burned, doesn't that like cause stuff to build up more quickly or something like that? I think. I could be wrong. But at any rate, we're going to do what our instructor told us, which is we're going to lean for a little bit richer peak. I'm going to do kind of most of the leaning, at least up to the EGT. That's for anybody who's newish or following along for the first time. This is exhaust gas temperature. So this is how hot is the.
189 in Roman
That's not us.
Center. Good afternoon.
How hot is the exhaust as it's coming out? CHT is our cylinder head temperature. And then these are RPM, should be obvious, but then MAP is for manifold
American
pressure.
180
So
contact New York.
we leaned a little bit to get the which raised the exhaust gas temperature because there's less fuel in the air fuel mixture, and so then now we're gonna adjust the prop to bring our RPMs down. We're going to probably end up in the 1900 to 2000 kind of range, probably generally around. Okay. Oh, that's really funny soundtrack, and you can take that down now. No, actually, leave it up there till I check it. So we pulled RPMs down to, we're going to end up around 2000-ish, but as we reduce these, you notice that our fuel flow is dropping precipitously. We usually end up with a burn rate around somewhere around 12 gallons an hour, but so we'll keep inching these down. So we're around, well, we can even be like around 21. So what's like 20 and a half, 2,500 and 20 and a half? What does that get us? We're into the 12 range. And so, I mean, interestingly, because we are increasing the bite of air that the propeller is taking, is that, wait, what the? Dragon, welcome in. And I never noticed before now, but the first note in your welcome sound is also the same pitch as the stall horn in this airplane. So that trumpet sounded to welcome Dragon. I was like, stalling, we're at 160 knots. That can't be. Okay, anyway, enough about that. There's cruise power set. And now I need to look at my whispers because my moderator asked me to, and I would be really dumb to not do whatever he asked me to do. Let's see. Yeah, I said that.
Oh yeah, that 4711, South 292, we're level 4.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for sticking with me. And that will probably
3017 Papa, thank you.
November 8080 Alpha, actually disregard.
Hey! I can disregard. I don't need to respond to an instruction to disregard, do I? No. Okay, I didn't think so.
Southwest 1292 radar contact, climb and maintain
but
10.
What's going on with us that he might be calling us? Okay, well, we're coming up on Chester, VOR, which is going to be a turn to the left.
Alpha contact Bradley approach 123.905. Talk to you again shortly.
Over to 123.905 8080 Alpha. Okay.
United 526.
Well, that's a surprise. I didn't realize. So,
radar service.
Yeah. You know what? If we let me get the. 1, 2, 3, 905.
Starfleet 1701, Boston Center. Hello, climb and maintain.
We'll get that in and make a call.
20 it is 1701.
Southwest
there first.
Climb and maintain.
Oh wait, I entered it but didn't switch it. What did I do? I don't know why I entered it and didn't switch it. There we go. Okay, and that does say Bradley approach there, so that's good. Bradley approach, Mooney 8080 Alpha 5000.
Mooney 8080 Alpha Bradley approach. Good afternoon, Bradley altimeter 3025.
3025 8080 Alpha. Still.
3198, 3,000 feet.
25, just a little bit lower. It's lower that way. It is.
3025.
That looks like 3025 to me. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. So, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think the reason we got handed off there, if we come back over here and take a look at what's going on. So again, this is us on our progress so far on our flight plan. But if we zoom in here a little bit, so this is the, let's see, is this the Bradley Charlie? So at any rate, we have whatever area we mere pilots do not get to see on any kind of map unless we have a friend who's an air traffic controller and is willing to take us into their confidence. We don't get to see what sectors are covered by what approach and departure, controllers. But clearly, because Bradley approach is live and is covering this sector of airspace that we're now in, that's why center handed us off to approach. And then, so probably by the time we're somewhere over here somewhere, Bradley approach will hand us back to Boston Center, because that's who's, controlling all of, I like that too. There's a view here in Navigraph. So I used to have right here. So if I zoom out far enough, the airways disappear, and there are all the centers mapped out. So
Remember 1 Kilo Mike, turn left, heading
one night
200
last week,
during the localized
or maybe the week before, I thought it would be fun to, because Oakland Center was on VATSIM, Oakland Center was on, and LA Center was on, I thought it would be fun to do a flight that crossed the line so that I could, depart in one center and then get handed off to the other center, because I've never been handed off from one center to another center in VATSIM, and I thought that would be fun. And if I had Navigraph at that point, it would have been really easy to find and plan any number of flights that would have done that, would have done that. But because what I had was, Google Maps and SkyVector, I ended up investing
1 Kilo Mike, I'm sorry, thanks for
a
asking.
lot of time in finding a route that would do it. And then by the time I had that route planned, the LA Center controller went offline. So there it was. So then I planned a different flight that was all, we're making our left turn. That's exciting. You're still on the, well, we both were. Let's see. Can I find the cursor in time to get you over to the, there we go. Yeah, so I thought, okay, fine, I'll just go from, so then I took, spent another 20 minutes planning a flight that was just all in Oakland Center, got ready to make my initial call up, and the Oakland Center controller went offline. So, in addition to committing to Navigraph and that expense, I'm also going to commit to Pilot Edge, so that if there's a time when I want to fly, I know there'll be a controller there then. And, I love VATSIM. I'll never stop using VATSIM. It's a ton of fun. And the controllers are super for the most part. And so I, no diss on VATSIM at all, but Pilot Edge, Why are we in GPS mode? Because we like letting the computer fly the plane. Oh, and Cold Nebo, you had a question about the approach chart, and we should be looking at that approach chart anyway, since it's in our near future. So let me just move a couple things around the screen here.
November 16 Golf, make straight
get
runway
ourselves
24,
there.
contact tower 1.
And then, so that question was not about the, wait, was it on the approach chart you were asking about? Okay, yes. Okay, so we can, until they call us again, we can take a quick peek over there. So you were asking about this, right? The radar required, and I should have a theory about that. So I remember from when we pre-flew this. Quas was here Thursday afternoon, and we figured out how to get the, we created a custom waypoint in the GPS to position us in such a way that our turn, because we're coming from up here, from the northwest, right? But we were, it's because we're coming from Providence, which is almost lined up this way, and your turn to intercept the localizer should be not not less than 90 degrees. So we created a custom waypoint that was essentially up here somewhere, so that we could be so that essentially our path became like a downwind, and then we used that waypoint to then make like a 90-degree turn, which then put us on a path where we could intercept the localizer at less than 90 degrees. So I think I think the reason radar is required has to do with that, and it also has to do, I think, the fact that this FIRBs here, the initial approach fix, it's not all that far from the airport, is it? Do they give us collective? Don't the FAA charts have a collective distance here? So 6, 9, 9.6, 10.4, 11. So we're 11 miles out here. It's not all that far. You know, a lot of approaches have an initial fix that's a long way away, and so that might also have something to do with why the radar. I think the question might be transitions, and I knew I needed to read the entire instrument flying handbook, but somebody in the Boston VATSIM Discord pointed out to me yesterday that while that's true, there's a whole other book I didn't even know about, which is the Instrument Procedure Handbook, which is another 300 pages. So I'm sure this is in there. But I think it's a question of transition. So, like when we went to load this approach into the GPS, there were two choices for transition. One was the FIRBs transition, and the other was vectors. And so vectors means radar, ATC using radar to give you vectors. And so I think that's another piece of the puzzle. And now it also says here that FIRBs is a radar fix, D10.9. So it's a D, I'm sure, for DME 10.9 nautical miles from the New Bedford VOR. But it's a radar fix. I don't know. You've got a radial and distance, so that you should be able to find that with, if you're slant alpha, and you have a VOR receiver. So again, Cold Neba, the short answer was I don't know why radar is required, but those are my theories about what some of the pieces of that puzzle are. So what's going on in here? What's probably going on in here is it's been a really long time, and we have not changed tanks. So what's going on with our fuel? Yeah, we've burned 11 gallons out of the right tank and are now kind of like pretty, out of balance. So that's for sure, since we're more than halfway through this flight. So let's get the fuel pump on and switch over to the left tank and get the fuel pump back off. And then we should be good to go there. Alrighty. Probably missed a bunch of stuff in chat while I was babbling on hysterically about radar vectors. Oh my gosh, I didn't say hi to Irish Wake. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Sidestick Scott is here. Welcome. Hi. Good to see you too. And Mr. Marathon, snip through it when at work and we are slow. Wait. Now I've lost the thread and I don't know what you snip through when you're at work. And we're slow. Oh, the instrument flying handbook or the instrument procedure handbook must have been one of those. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe I'll just like print out all 300 pages so I can curl up in bed and weep while I read through it. VOR fix you can navigate from anywhere. Localizer fix not so much. Oh, and is it because it's the? It's because there's not actually a VOR on the field here, is it? Is there? There's just this localizer. So that probably is.
Just for my planning, are you navigating towards a
That's not for
specific
us.
location?
Yeah,
or a
because he knows where we're going. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm navigating towards the Putnam VOR, and then we'll be on
The handbook, the instrument flying. Well, but there's there's the instrument flying handbook, and I now have learned there's also a separate instrument procedure handbook. So, yeah. Yes, there's definitely no vertical guidance on a back course, which is another answer to the question why we're using the GPS, because I think it's going to give us at least a little bit of a visual aid. along the localizer beam. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, but and does it actually say anything on here about radar? Vectors and yeah, that's our missed approach, and these are all of our frequencies. Those are good. There's our step down fixes and altitudes. Missed approach. I'm still learning how to read these too. This is all new to me, folks. And so really our where I am in terms of these 24 IFR flights, we're now flying the 10th of them, so we're almost halfway through them. Where I feel like I'm comfortable with where my knowledge level and competence, or the thoroughness of my knowledge, is probably around flight number 2 or flight number 3. I think I know that's the material that was new in those. I now feel like I have a pretty good handle on everything we've learned in like the last 8 weeks. It's like I'm learning. I'm absorbing it as fast as I can, but the learning rate is definitely behind the rate at which we are somehow successfully flying these routes and getting passing marks and being told to move on to the next one. So we think we're going to be straight in 2-3, unless I hope we don't have to circle to land. Let's go and take a look at the weather that's over there. Here's the checkpoints table. The checkpoints table on the localizer approach is that these 3 fixes? Oh wait, are you? Is this? Oh God, see, I'm supposed to know what terps is too. And in fact, I swear to God, yesterday I did know what terps was. 3-degree angle gives us ground speed in knots, right? And so we are generally around 80. So descent angle 3. Oh, so must be a descent rate. So probably somewhere around 400 feet a minute is going to be our desired descent rate to get us map at Blebs or ZV to Mr. Perchway. Mr. Perchway at map at Blebs or ZV2. So then, yeah. So okay. So then this is timings for okay. I think I understand what's going on there. That's the missed approach over here. Okay, so straight in or circle to land. Right above the glide path angle. Right above the above the glide path angle. Wait, are you saying? Wait, these? No, those are map coordinates, right? Those things above the.
Bradley, departure good day, Twin Cessna 803 Juliet Tango is 1.8 climbing 4,000.
Rate of descent.
Number 803 Juliet Tango Bradley departure,
Okay,
radar
Nados.
contact, climb and maintain
1,000,
9,000.
550 feet a minute.
Climb 9,000, 3 Juliet
Math
Tango.
works on that. That's good. And then unless it's a step down, I'm a lot of what I've learned, aside from reading, is from reading chat while the plane is flying itself. So I definitely appreciate what you're saying, and I'm reading as much as I can catch, and I kind of feel like I need to at least have some idea of what's going on out here. Oh, so Dragon, I said hi and welcome. Oh, but then I didn't turn these back on. Have you? No,
Right,
I'm gonna click over
060 3
here
Juliet Tango.
before I click that. So I didn't check to see if Dragon has joined us. Well, Swimmer Guy is still in the air. That's good to know. Swimmer Guy is still stroking it. Hello, where are we? There we are. Did you join us, Dragon, or are you going to be able to? Hey, there's Dragon and flying to catch up. Climbing to our altitude. BN2 MK3. I don't know what that is. What are you flying, Dragon? Oh, soundtrack. I'm so terribly sorry. We'll fix that in post. We'll cut that right out of the VOD. The other thing before we get too seriously into this approach is I just haven't done a flyby for fun, and that's one of the things I'm here for. So I think if we do that, yes. Very good. Try on this side, maybe.
November 3 Juliet Tango, clear direct to Providence.
Direct to Providence, 3 Juliet Tango.
Control craft data is Foxtrot, currents of Bradley, wind 30015.
The Trilander, wow. Oh, I can't wait to see that on the ground, because those are that Trilander is the world's most beautiful ugly plane, I swear. Woo. All right, that was fun. We can go back in here and become serious pilots again. See what, if anything's, going on down here. We got a message, probably about airspace. Oh, the upcoming flight plan leg is not supported. That's great. I have very mixed feelings about this TDS GTN XI 750. I gotta tell you, it was a whirlwind love affair at first, but there are a few things. Let's say the bloom is off the rose. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, but we're on. So what's our? So from here to Providence, how far out are we? So we have 38.4 miles to go to Providence, and then from there, I'm guessing that he may. It's so we're
November 80 Alpha, the Worcester altimeter 3015.
3015 8080 Alpha. I thought that might be our handoff back to Boston coming up, but apparently he's going to keep us a little longer. 3015. There's it would seem 3015. It would seem that we must be flying through maybe some weather systems here, because the altimeter's been all over the map. It's been all over the map. Oh no! Do we have we must have something for oh yeah, probably like that one, or maybe even I don't know. So what was I avoiding when last I spoke? Oh, right. So we're about 40 miles out from...
November 80 Alpha, contact the Boston Center, 134.7, good day.
34.7, 8080 Alpha. Thanks for the ATC. Okie dokie. Back over to Sheed.
Climb through 5,000.
Hi, Sheed. He said, not
Thank
keying
you.
the mic.
10 Papa, turn heading 090 to set and maintain 3,000.
I think
090 down to 3000, 10 Papa.
Lord, that guy's loud. Wow.
Boston Center Southwest 1527 is 9,000 for 14,000.
Southwest 1527, Boston Center, hello. Climb
Mystics, thank you for getting a ticket. If you have not typed exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered into the giveaway, please do so. We're giving away a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If you're a winner and you're already a subscriber, I will gift you a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. Exclamation point ticket to get yourself an entry. Thank you very much.
Yep, runway heading, sorry, 1420.
So,
Delta 116, let me know when you have the airport in sight. Currently 9 to 10 o'clock and 13 miles.
deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps. Deep in the heart of Texas. Hiya, Texas One Flyboy. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Fenrir's here too. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. The Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha 5000.
Mooney 8080 Alpha Boston Center, welcome back. The New Bedford altimeter 3018 and expect the localizer back course, runway 23 approach.
We got the altimeter and expect the runway 23 localizer back course 8080 Alpha. Alrighty then. 3018, is that what he said? I feel like the child of divorce getting kicked around between parents here. Reset my altimeter every time I turn around. There's a new altimeter setting. Okay. So that's
I'm sorry about that. A little bit background noise, and then someone was trying to talk over you. One more time.
Swimmer guy seems to be.
Holding
Oh, look, is he descending? Is he? Oh no, he's climbing. So
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't have to if you don't want. You got the
Try and
descent
keep
via,
an
so
eye
you can
on
keep going if you want.
swimmer guy over there, but
Keep
okay.
on going. That's what Steve
So
says.
we're in the we're headed
Shamrock
on our way to
13 X-ray cross
Providence.
Stella at
From
and
down
maintain
here, it looks like
1000. Bradley altimeter
what?
3024.
How? I gotta
Cross
work on
Stella
some
at maintain
better views here.
3024 Shamrock.
Both for your ability to see it and mine.
116, wind 3408.
we definitely want to have a close-up view of this thing. And now, if I'm gonna only use the virtual cockpit and the mouse for settings on the autopilot, I'm gonna need a close-up down there as well. But so this is our current leg in magenta, which, unless they turn us, is going to take us over there. But our, so the flight plan. Come on, what's in the flight plan is Providence direct to the New Bedford field, which isn't what's going to happen at all, because our initial fix for the back course is out here, and we're getting vectors to transition. So that's what I was saying. I'm guessing that at some point, maybe even before we get into the Providence or above the Providence Charlie here, I'm guessing sometime pretty soon he's probably going to turn us more easterly to sort of fly in this direction, which will bring us up here to a point where we can make an easy turn to intersect Burbs on our way down. So let's see. We've got the localizer frequency dialed in here, so that's ready to go.
Boston November 10
The
Papa has the
approach
feed.
is loaded and ready to
36.
activate.
Get the
Once
visual
we
36
get
November
there
10 Papa.
and are ready to activate it. So here's our Chester to Providence leg now. It's going to make a turn when we get to Providence, if we get to Providence. And then when we activate the approach, here's our Furbs as the first fix, and then ZV and Blurbs. And it's got, we have at least a little vertical guidance. I think that if what I'm expecting proves to be true, I think that all these altitudes are going to get for us, or this 1700 anyway. I think all that's going to get us is maybe some guidance with the little yellow wings here on this guy. That may happen. It may not happen. The CDI GPS is triggering you. Why is this triggering you?
905 Shamrock 1 to
You think I should be flying this Slant Alpha? Is that? Am I missing something?
Yeah, 1420 heavy. Thank you. Direct Kennebunk. Climb and maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000 direct Kennebunk.
I'm not sure I understand, but
we can Papa
we can talk after.
014 gust 22 runway 36 cleared to land.
So for now,
36 clear to land. November 10 Papa.
I'm going to sneak a quick peek back at the BVA page and the test standards. Okay. So we departed Saratoga Springs legally. So far, so good. They haven't. So when you're doing one of these wing flights tests, if you blow it at any point, like if you do something that's definitely, it makes it a not pass, or as some people derogatorily call it, a fail. If you do that, they are supposed to, and so far they have, let you know right away, rather than letting you land and then telling you oh yeah, 45 minutes ago you screwed up this thing, so that's a fail. They're supposed to tell you right away and then let you decide whether you want to continue the flight or just exit out of the sim and go back and start over and try it again, or so that way you have options. So the fact that we've not been told yet that we've failed makes me think that so far we have met the second standard, which demonstrates correct en route navigation, which leaves number 3, which is executes the localizer back course runway 23 approach without deviating from the localizer. So that's what's left to go there. Only 16 entries in the giveaway with 57 people here. That's
Bruce 2040 contact
39 people. Mystics, check my math, but I think that means 39 people who don't like free stuff. But if that's your thing, Bob can't force you to take free stuff. Won't even try. enough about that. 3018, that's good. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. We're still burning around 12 gallons an hour. Left tank, we're getting burned down. We were off. We were 11 heavier on the left. Now we're only 5 heavier on the left, so that's a good sign.
330.
To BC, yeah, to the back course. Well, yeah, that's absolutely what I'm expecting. In fact, I mean, Coldebo, isn't that what I just said? That I was expecting probably sometime. So like Furbs is up here. So like, I mean, if we hung a left and went due east now, we'd be getting to Furbs at an angle that's too steep to make the turn. So I was kind of, maybe he's going to let us get to Providence and then head us, back northeast, something that's a little more aligned with like a downwind, like a right downwind for 2-3. Could be that. But yes, in any case, no matter what else happens, I'm certainly expecting radar vectors to get us to the localizer because that's
Southwest
that's what the approach says.
Boston approach 133.0.
That's at least my understanding is that it's.
Walker 741. Expect the ILS.
My understanding of that chart is that you don't have the option of flying a full approach in which you're not talking to ATC because it says radar required, right? But maybe I don't know about that.
Alpha to the gate. Have a good night.
I think the needles will work. Well, no, I think we're going to switch over to
Delta 2997.
Yeah, I think when we activate the approach, we switch over to VLOC.
Have a good night.
I have to remember to activate the approach, switch from GPS to VLOC, and put the autopilot in approach mode. And I don't really know which order to do those in, and if it matters, it probably does, and I'll probably do them in the wrong order, so I'm going to have to restart. Flying Basil is here. Hi, Basil. I don't even have my...
Sirius 935, Lima Tango, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain 16,000.
I maintain 16,000, Sirius 5.
He put Basil in the Ratatouille? I didn't even need my handy basil rubber band wasn't even on my wrist. It was over here on the stick, but I still remember. Rest of our days, 'cause what can I say? That guy is crafty. Hey, crafty aviation.
Oh, heading 100. Vectors to the localizer back course on a 2-3 approach.
Left to 100, vectors for back course, localizer 2-3. He did say 100, didn't he? And what am I doing? Oh my God, I can't see it from here. Help me, help, whoa! Try and stay on altitude. Oh my God. It's all going to hell in a handbasket. Let's see. Let's get ourselves back
to set and maintain
at 5,000 and hit alt.
3021.
Are you going to hold? Come on, hold for me. No. Come on. Hold me. Oh, it's not engaged. That's why it's not coming on. Alt. No, but not. No. Well, okay, you're trying to get me there. But if I can get my heading bug over to something like 100 and get it in heading mode, will that? Okay. So there's an alt hold at 5-ish. And heading mode. So everything happened all at once. She'd called the minute Crafty walked through the door, and we got a new heading, and I can't see the heading bug. So is that anything like, hey, I was not, given that I could not see it at all, I got reasonably close. Okay. So there's 100. We could lose a little bit of altitude here, couldn't we? So let's take that off and just see if we can't descend a little bit. You gonna let us descend a little bit? I don't know. It's being very resistant. Does not want to descend. But there we go. Let's try that. Oh, come on. What if we do... Oh, no, I can't arm this because we're already at the altitude. Okay. I think it's holding. And now we're... So, okay, great. So we're in heading mode. We're on heading. We're at altitude. I can take a breath now and say, hi, Crafty. Welcome on in. It's good to see you.
Airfront Street 33, leaving my airspace shortly. Moncton is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Frequency change approved. Airfront Street.
For some reason, I'm thinking of
Walker
Joey
741, do you
on
want to start
Friends.
the approach at Montpelier, or do you want back to
Scene.
final?
So that's the end of the panic scene.
Walker
And
741,
now we can get back into the breathing scene.
8,000, cleared ILS
So, yeah.
All right, we'll cross
Oh, crafty. Good to see you. Welcome on in.
All right.
We lucked out on a Thursday afternoon and have the incredible sheet on frequency. I don't think I hear. That wasn't for me. No. There we go.
Time Jet 120 Boston Center. Hello, say position.
People are being, it seems to me, very forward on frequency. Especially,
you're trying to check in at 10:20.
Especially when it's like their last call with him. People have been saying, like, I love you and I miss you, and a lot of, and there's, thank you, soundtrack.
Time Jet 120, thank you. Squawk 470.
I don't know. That's just not me. I don't, or maybe I'll
Papa, welcome to Portland, Charlie.
Maybe I'll meow at him.
Charlie, do the dime. See you next time. One zip Papa. Bye bye.
Actually, I will probably wait until I hear the words pass for IFR number 10. Well, if those words pass his lips, I probably will meow in response. But it should be meow as a syllable in something.
Times at 120 radar contact over the Burlington VOR. Which I caught about 400 or 380.
I could just say,
let's go up to
thanks for the ATC. Meow, meowny 8080 alpha. Is that cute? Meowny 8080 alpha. I think we'll do that. That'll be fine.
November 8080 alpha. Descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000 8080 alpha. I held the button down after I stopped talking. I don't know why. Okay. We're descending. Are we descending at 500 feet a minute? We are. And it looks like it's going to intercept 3,000. We'll see. And I'm just going to look away over here for a second, get my chart up to see if I can see. Come on, what's the... Oh, okay, I see. That's just the approach chart. I want to see the en-route chart
6121 Boston Center. Good afternoon.
with the
Squawk
approach
4722.
overlay. Can I get the approach overlay? I think. Yes, like that. So let's then see if we can't get that to where you can see it as well. Wouldn't that be friendly?
Boston Center, good evening. Rush at 132, best available 2990 for 350.
Okay.
West at 132 Boston Center. Good afternoon.
That. Yeah, I think that works out so that we can get. So he turned us, and we're now on this heading to 100. So, like I was expecting, kind of going to bring us over this way, and then at some point we will get up here, and he will turn us to
Martin Air
intersect
6121, radar contact 130 miles northeast of MJ. Maintain file
Mr.
340.
Marathon. Oh, so you're in the car. All right. Well, drive safely, Mr. Marathon. And yes, I agree with Gold Nebo. No typing and driving. Absolutely not. Forbidden in this channel. Okay. I didn't think. CFI critical distraction score 50%. Yes, okay, with a critical bonus. Yes, I agree entirely. Yeah, Crafty, I told folks at the beginning of the stream about your schedule change, and that we're just we'll be. I really want to keep the channel schedule set on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we're just going to kind of play it by ear moving forward. Just as far as like whether or not there's coverage on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but that's so I don't have a plan other than just kind of keep things going in the general direction they've been going in. So at any rate, I just wanted you to know I had updated viewers with that much at least.
Good afternoon.
I've left the map up when you maybe weren't interested in this. I guess we can just kind of go back and forth between those. Should I turn these? So even though we're not really going to be flying yellow needles, it couldn't hurt to dial 234 in over here while we have a moment to breathe, right? 234, is that right? Yeah, 234. Oh, is that where it is? I can't see. I think I'm gradually losing my vision. Let's see. 23, that looks like 235. And this, oh yeah, that was our departure heading, wasn't it? It was 23. It was 23 something. But that looks like 234 there. Again, I don't know that we're going to need that, but if we do, it's there waiting for us. So, let's see then. So here's our progress from Navigraph's point of view. We appear to be, oh, hey, there's Drygon. Hi, Drygon. He appears to be vectoring us directly to Furbs, but my guess is that he's not going to expect us to make this turn of about, what is that, about
9566 Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain
40, 3, it would be about a 320 degree turn.
Romeo,
No, we're going, I already know, we're from 100 to
7, Boston, altimeter 3018.
To 234. Yeah, it would be about 120 degree turn to the right.
November 8080 Alpha, turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 2000.
Left 050, descend and maintain 2000, 8080 Alpha. Left to what? No. Oh my God, I didn't write it down and then I hit a button on the wrong thing and I have absolutely no idea. So anybody know what he gave me? 200? No, it can't be 200. What? Oh my God. Boston Center 8080 Alpha. Can you repeat the heading?
050.
050 8080 Alpha. Okay. That may be the first mostest right thing that I've done so far is don't try and figure it out or make stuff up. Just let him know you didn't get it and ask for it again. So there we go. Alrighty. Whew. Oh, so, and you didn't get to see any of that because, so I think we'll I think that might improve in the new with the new setup. Once the new computer's here and everything is set up.
259 IFR Kennedy, was that correct?
I'm pretty sure that the way monitors and things are going to be arranged, the sim's still going to be.
November 8080 Alpha, turn right heading 130.
130 Alpha. I'm probably going to need to stop talking to you and just fly the plane.
It's going to be a full route clearance. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to copy.
And since this is an instrument approach, even though the weather's gorgeous outside, I think it might be wise to put the hood on.
Cleared to the New York Kennedy Airport via the Syracuse 2 departure.
Yeah, act like we're flying this
that's
under
Romeo,
the hood.
Kilo Alpha.
So maybe we will keep this view for a bit.
Direct Kingston, India, Golf
on our way
November.
down to 2000 was our last
and then
clearance.
the Kingston
That's
1
good.
arrival, India Golf November 1 arrival.
And
maintain.
yeah, so I think what I was
4,000.
saying is sim will stay right here in front of me where it is.
7043.
But then the my view of like the what you're seeing, as the like, so the map being on the screen, currently it's like 90 degrees to my right and 3 feet away. So it's like, I don't know what it is yet. But I'm pretty sure that with the new setup, it's going to be on the old giant home theater screen. So it's good. So like sim right here, and then above it, huge
Air Canada 10
image of what you're seeing on the
screen.
screen. So I think that's going to make it a little more intuitive of me to remember things like not making you stare at the map forever. So did I not?
Air Canada 1020 descend and maintain level 320.
I guess that's just where it's gonna hold us. Okay, so we'll take that.
Eric?
Maybe we just peep out every once in a while here. And I can see.
Double 1089 Boston
I'm
Center.
not going to go back and forth to the chart because I'll forget you there again. But we are now approaching Burbs.
Number 8080 Alpha, turn right heading 200, join the back course.
Right 200, join the back course 8080 Alpha. There
Walker
we go.
741, wind 330.
That's the first one of those that I was actually prepared for and able to do as soon as he told me. Okay. So each of those was a little better than the last.
Descend and maintain,
so this is going to put... Now, join the back course is not cleared for the approach, to my understanding, so I think it's still early to activate the approach.
Number 8080 Alpha, 5 miles from ZV, maintain 2000 until established on the back course. Cleared localizer back course, runway 23 approach.
Maintain 5,000 till established on the back course. Cleared runway 23, localizer back course approach 8080 Alpha. Okay, so maintain 2,000. He said till established. We can be down to say so. Okay, so I think it's time. I think that what we're going to do. So that frequency's in.
Number
so
803 Tango Cape Out.
That's not for us. So I think that what we want to do. I think we want to go. You know what? I think actually we want to. Let's see. That's all. I think if I just do that, it's not going to try and kill me.
Visual 6.
Okay. Yep. It didn't do anything drastic with that. So then let's go in here and you know what? Actually, I think we can do it from here. I'm pretty sure. We're on our way to ZV. I am pretty sure that in the 750, if I do a direct to ZV and activate. Where was my activate button? Oh, there's a raid coming in and I can't look. There's my activate. So that's direct ZV. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right turn to 233. That should be fine, and it's going to adjust a little. So that's those two, and then I am pretty sure that it's safe to put this in approach mode now.
Number 8080 Alpha, wind 32015,
no.
21 on 8.
What's it doing? What's it? Why would it turn me left like that? Sorry, can you repeat the winds? We just had an autopilot moment.
320 at 15, gust 21.
Got it. And clear to land runway 23, 8080 Alpha?
Correct, thanks.
Okay, well, this all just went crazy wrong, and that's probably going to be a fail. And I'll need to go back and look at the VOD to see what I did to have that happen. I guess it was when we put the
Air Canada 1020, Air Canada 1020, Boston Center.
Wait, what? Hang on. Oh dear God. Okay.
Boston Center, good evening, Delta 588, passing 1014,000 inbound high-low.
Delta 588, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain.
We might have time to do this flight again. Let's see.
Climb flight level 340, Delta 588.
And Air Canada 1020 going over to 125.775.
Air Canada 1020 negative, stay on this frequency, descend and maintain, flight level 320.
Descend to flight level 320, Air Canada 1020 heavy.
Boston Center, good evening, Blue 1268, 350.
Joe 1268, Boston Center, hello, squawk 1352.
1352 on Fox, switch up Blue 1268.
November 903 Juliet Tango, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000 for 3 Juliet Tango.
So if you've noticed that I am not looking at chat, you are correct. So, if by some miracle he just was so busy with other traffic, if by some miracle he didn't notice what just happened and passes us, I'm not really okay with that, because that was horrific. And I'm clearly now doing this. Stop, it's down.
Jump at 1268, radar contact.
Clearly now flying this approach visually,
clear, direct
which is not
Stella,
what the challenge test was all about. So
direct Stella, 350.
if somehow miraculously this is graded as a pass, I'm coming back here and flying this again until
United 14
until I have that
Myers
sequence
Space
of
shortly.
events
Moncton
figured out.
is just testing something, so they're not actually controlling. Unicon from here. Have a good flight.
Because clearly that's we're going to have to. That's a good example of the kind of
Canada
thing
1020,
that you have to be able
Toronto,
to do
Center
all the
125.77.
time.
Have a good day.
125.
Flying instruments, and so the fact that I still
Ligurian
don't
23 Romeo contact Boston
don't know how to do it in an
133.0. Have a
order
night.
133.0 Boston approach.
where we don't end up nearly dying. That's not workable. So, like I said, definitely coming back to do this one again. Soundtrack, maybe that could be a bonus stream. What do you think? Oh, and probably somebody in chat is
United 1379.
reminding me to start the flight recorder, which I
ready.
just did. I don't know why. Maybe because this part of it might go okay. We'll see.
United
Or it might not.
1379. Slight
Stranger things have
amendments
happened.
to your routes.
I don't know.
Advise ready to
Oh,
copy.
well, it's not going to be on center line anyway. But it might not be
United
terribly
1379
hard.
cleared
We'll
direct
say.
Albany. That's Alpha.
Actually, ridiculously
Lima,
gentle for
Bravo,
how incredibly messed
Gardner
up that approach
for
was.
arrival. Golf
There it
Delta
is.
Mike 4 route.
So can we get
Alpha
off
Lima
here?
Bravo, and
That's
then
no,
Golf
that's too
Delta
soon.
Mike 4
But there
arrival.
looks like there's another one coming up pretty soon here. Yes, like right here. Yeah, I think we can make it off here without too much trouble. Delta, is that where we are?
Reback
Delta?
right,
No,
thank you.
or we could just stop on the runway. That's always fun. Oh, no. Oh. Sorry for my abandonment, chat, but there it is. I will rejoin you shortly once we're off the runway here. And is he busy enough that we'll need to call him, or is he going to call us? While I give him a second, I'm going to get the taxi chart up so I can see where I am.
Delta
Since he's probably gonna tell us where to
5675,
go.
contact Boston approach
I know
133.0.
I would
Have a
try
good
and tell us where to go.
133.0,
This says the chart says I am on runway 14. I don't think I am. I am. I'm on a runway. That's not good. We're gonna go
Number 803 Juliet Tango to set and maintain
up here
2000.
and get off of this runway.
3 Juliet Tango.
That sign said Delta as we were turning onto it. Did it not? I sure could have sworn that it did.
68 cross
And then
Stella,
this is, but no, we are coming off of a runway here.
3024.
So, now we are clear of 2-3 on Alpha, and he may want to know why we're
Walker
there.
741, welcome to Burlington Golf Alpha to the gate. Have a good night.
Good to be here. Golf Alpha to the gate, Walker 741.
Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha off 2-3 at Alpha New Bedford.
All right, 080 Alpha, welcome to New Bedford. Straight into the ramp and good recovery. Good enough IFR 10.
Thanks for the pass for IFR number 10, and thanks for the ATC, Meowny 8080 Alpha.
You're welcome. And what did we learn this wings flight? Back horses are not fun.
We learned that and several other things. Thank you so much, sir.
Very good.
Flying Brussels. Hi. Thank you for
Walker,
thank you for
3011
following. And oh my gosh,
altimeter
Lumo James. Hi. Thank you for the raid with 15 viewers. That's absolutely super. I'm embarrassed to admit your name is not familiar to me, but I will definitely give you a follow and come check you out. Can I do that from over here in this list? Oh, look, I bet I can. I never tried it from over here, but yes, that pulls you right up there, and then that should have a follow button. Does it not? Oh, no, yeah, so no, I still have to go over here. And, right. Unless this tells me that you're like aviation ASMR or something. Cool. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I will, as I said, I will check out your channel for sure. So welcome raiders, Flying Brussels, welcome in, and thanks for the raid, and everybody else who sat here through that. Let's get taxiing to the. We're there's an FBO to our left. I was going to go to the GA ramp is to our right, but that means crossing another runway.
Martin Air
And
6121.
I'm certainly not calling him back. Did you catch that? He said, "Nice recovery." I'm pretty sure that's the friendly, polite way of saying, I could have failed you if I wanted to.
Martin Air 6121.
That approach was a dismal failure. There was, so I mean, I don't know that back courses aren't. I don't think I did learn that back courses aren't fun. I think that back course would have gone just fine if I had known what I was doing as far as engaging approach mode on the autopilot and when to do it or not. Because it wasn't until I hit that, everything was fine until I hit that. We were on the localizer, and we were, descending at a reasonable rate that I think probably would have ended. I think we could have stayed under the hood, and then come up when we got to the missed approach point and been fine. Okay, fine, I'll go around you, you little whatever you are. Whoops, we should go around you too and come over here and park. I forgot to look. Dragon, are you here? Did I miss your landing? Probably. Let's see. Oh, that's not going to work while I'm out there, so let me come around here and get, a little bit more like there, and then see if we, whoops, that looks like a good place to, okay. Parking brake. Now, I was going to look and see if Dragon, is still here or made it down,
runway
or
28, taxi via Echo Alpha, cross runway 33.
Oh, but Stug's here. Hey, Stuggy. Oh, in a Baron yet at 81 feet, going. So shoot. Stug's
Number
landing and we missed it.
Tango, turn left heading 080.
That's too bad.
Left 080, 3 Juliet Tango.
Sorry, I missed your landings, Doug.
WestJet 132 descend
And thank you
via
for
the J Fund
thank you
to
for joining
arrival,
and flying
runway
along.
27,
Great having
Boston
you.
altimeter 3018.
Yes, Gold Nearby, definitely
Descend
did.
via the J Fund.
I mean, not every time, and not necessarily the full VOD, but when something as horrific as that happens, yes, I definitely go back and look to see if there's anything else I can learn.
Actually, disregard, never mind.
I mean, learning that back courses aren't fun is fine, but it's not the same as learning something that might
Walker
actually be useful
3011,
next
enter
time.
right to downwind, runway 34.
So, Dragon, I don't see you. Are you here?
Number 803 Juliet Tango, the airport 11 o'clock, 10 miles. Advise when you have it in sight.
Okay.
In
Well,
sight,
let me
3 Juliet Tango.
we'll just
Number
put
3
that
Juliet
back
Tango,
here
clear
for
visual
now,
approach
and
26.
let's
Clear visual
go in
6,
here
3
and
Juliet
clean
Tango.
up the airplane a little bit. We'll get the flaps up, and
Delta
we'll leave
588.
it running
What's your
for
Mach
now
number?
while we do. Yeah, are we going to do a shutdown checklist? We'll see if we get to the
Delta
shutdown
588,
checklist.
Roger. I have one aircraft in
Before
front of
we
you
go
flying
there,
on the same route, just
I
for
want
the next about
to
10
see what I
minutes.
missed
Maintain Mach 0.7
during that dismal approach.
for space.
And I can't do that with Sheed this loud in my ear, so I think I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM, which will also guarantee that I don't start the replay while I'm connected, because the one time that happened, it was not great. And RT was on frequency when I did that. So let's go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. Bye, Sheed. Thanks for the ATC. Okay, that's that gone. So that's good. So yes, if you will bear with me just a moment, I'm going to get myself. You know what? Actually, the first thing I'm going to do, this limited office space is a lot less confining when the rudder pedals aren't there. So a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle here, but I think there we go. Is that okay? Take a minute to just catch up with what I missed, as I was saying during that abysmal, horrific, terrible post. Oh, wait. So I'm seeing the pinned message again. I think when it's up here, just need to hit BC instead of. Oh my God. Is that what's that's now that now that you mention it, I do seem to recall at some point wondering what on earth. Whoops. Nope, it's going to go right through there. There we go. Wondering what on earth this. Oh, it will let me. Okay. Let's see. Can we get to. Yes. Ah. Okay, we're getting close. Well, that's good. So we got approach, back course, and test. Let me just get a screenshot of this because I don't want to ever forget that one. Great. Well, so Cold Nebo, now the answer is no. I probably won't bother reviewing the VOD because I'm pretty sure that's what went wrong. Thank you, Crafty. I appreciate that. And oh wait, or was that Cold Nebo's? Wait, what did I miss here? So the pinned message got unpinned, I guess, because it's not up there anymore. I thought it was Crafty's message that was pinned, saying to press BC instead of APR. Oh, and it is. I see it here. Right. So that was that. And then with Cold Nebo, I see Cold Nebo pasted the same message in there. Okay, alrighty. Let's see. Did I miss? Wait. Oh, BC before Caesar. That's hilarious. Or before Crafty. Turdog. Hey, I'm gonna scroll back up because I know I missed saying hi to a lot of people, and that breaks my heart because I like saying hi to folks. No, but so yep. Here's where we were in chat when it all went wrong. Oh, Keen Amateur had to go get dinner. Oh, it's Skipper Jeff came in to lurk. So if you're audibly lurking, Skipper Jeff, hey, great to see you. Always delighted to see you, even if in a lurking sort of manner. And Basil does step out. Kev Mick. Oh, good, Kev Mick. I'm so glad you were here to see that. Oh my God, the horror. Oh, and Drygon. I was looking around for Drygon, who left 20 minutes ago, and so I may have to do one of those things that some streamers have where the text-to-speech person just reads chat in my ear. I guess that would have to be in the other ear. I don't know if I'd be able to survive that. Maybe if the volume was really low. So then, Lumo James raided with the party of 15. If you're still here, I know at the end of my stream I always like to raid somebody, and I always try and stay for a few minutes, but I also just I have this desperate need. 9 times out of 10, this desperate need to just unplug and do nothing but breathe for a few minutes. And so if James Lumo, if you're still here, amazing. And if you're not, I completely understand. But if you're still here, thank you so much for the raid, and I look forward to checking out your channel. I'm Shenanigans Live. Hi, welcome. Good to have you here. Welcome on in. And Riz, I saw you come in. I'm pretty sure I said hi as well. And then, yep, so panic, bunch of panic. This must be when I hit the back course personality. Right, yes, okay, so yes, Skipper Jeff, and then, no worries, and yes, then we've that, oh, and Skipper Jeff, nothing like, yes, okay, well, wait, Cold Nebo, I did put the CDI in VLOC. I mean, that was the first thing I did, right? I switched from GPS to VLOC before I activated the approach in the GPS. And nothing bad happened after either of those steps. And then it was when I told it to go fly the approach with this button that it started turning itself around to start flying the approach, which was what I asked it to do. So I hate it when machines do exactly what I ask them to. So let me just say, I'm almost done here, seeing if I missed anything else. Yep, yeah, right. Yep, yeah, as far as, exiting onto the runway, that sign sure looked like a taxiway sign to me, but, oh, Romeo Alpha Delta, hi. I don't think I said hi before. Welcome on in, good to see you. Good to see Kilo Zebra, that you're still here and you got to see that horror. All right. Yeah. And Oh, Complete Freedom. Hi, welcome on in. Good to have you here. And oh, what did I miss? Oh, okay, then there's that. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there. No, I'm still 5 minutes behind. No, but I'm scanning. Turdog. Hi. Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm Shenanigans, Turdog. Cold Nebo. Okay, am I caught up? Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Kev McQuaw. Might be others who are fancy pilots, but I think for a lot of us, we all mess stuff up, and there's no shame in it. Yep, no, I completely agree. Absolutely. I mean, if what I just went through solo in the sim had been happening with me in a real airplane with an instructor next to me, there would have been some point, I would imagine, in the course of that, where the instructor would have grabbed the yoke and said, "My airplane," and done the correction and gotten me, back as quickly as possible, gotten back to a point where he could, say, "Your airplane," and let me take it. Oh, yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I did what I could, and I didn't crash, and I got a nice recovery from Sheed. So, yeah, but I am absolutely. I won't stream it, but between now and next Tuesday's stream, going to spend a lot of time flying ILSs and back courses and whatever oh my gosh, before we go, we will look at the various horrors awaiting us in IFR flight number 11. Ooh, oh wait, or was this 11? No, this was 10. But boy howdy, 11 is what I believe the young people today are calling a hot mess. So what else do we want to do? We want to take a look at the replay. Probably not too detailed a look, because then we also want to do the giveaway. So if you have not already entered the giveaway, please type !ticket, get yourself a ticket. Only 19 people entered at the moment. If you have gotten a ticket, you got a 1 in 19 shot at a free subscription, either to the Peter Mooney channel if you're not already subscribed, or if you are already subscribed, I'll give you a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. So that's the state of that. So let me go over to the flight recorder and go to stop recording, and then we can bring it to somewhere right around there and hit replay, I think, since we've disconnected. Oh, and then there's a pause button. Yeah, that's like a pause there, I think. So let me see if I can. It'll be easier, I think, if I make that. Yes. Okay. I'm going to bring this back to about there, maybe, and then we can go here and here, and no, we can just like do it from. Let's see what it looks like from this angle as we. Sure, it looks no prettier from here than it would have from anywhere else, and yet, well, not all that firm, nowhere near the center line, but not all that firm, and definitely on the mains well in advance of the nose. Again, not so. What if we go more sort of over here and then like this? Oh, no, it's turning. That won't help.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, wait a minute. What did happen? How did that, wait a minute. That's on here.
Hey, what happened?
But I didn't push that. I pushed pause on the replay. So I don't know what happened there. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Let's get back here. And then to here. Okay. So let's I just wanted to, if we kind of like pause it there. Okay, then boop. A little more that way. No, not that. There we go. That's probably a decent perspective, let's say. Okay. Oh my gosh, Sagrin Mia is here. Welcome on in, Sagrin. So delightful to see you. Oh, I'll take that. Okay. Nothing to be embarrassed about there at all, other than being in the right lane instead of... At least I wasn't in the passing lane with my right blinker on, right? Let's see. There's the pause button. He's still learning his equipment, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with him. Is there any... No, there's not really anything to see from that angle. Why don't I just go back in here? Oh, no, that's... Oh, we're out here. So if I go here, then I can go here, and then I think I can go... Is that going to be the... Wait a minute. Come on. We want to look over there or over here. I don't know. That's probably got more of the field in it. So maybe we do this one, let's say. There we go. And again, sorry I still haven't worked out any of the music things to go with it, but we'll say I didn't even think to hit the record button until we were already on short final, so there's not a lot left to see here, but boy, Microsoft Scenery Simulator is looking great today. Those trees, like I could reach out and feel the leaves as we go there. And I'm going to runway and yeah. I was a little fast on short final. I threw the speed brakes out not long after. It was already pretty low when I threw those out because we were just faster than I wanted to be. So okay, well, cool. So that's the little wing viewish replayish there. So I think that what we want to do from here is I've got a bunch of people to thank, and then we also want to do the giveaway. So I should probably go ahead and we can keep looking at what's going on out there on the wing while I just want to take a moment to say thank you to, oh my gosh, Avatech. Thank you for following. I think that must have happened right about at the same time Sagrin Mia came in, and so I didn't hear the little sound alert telling me that you had followed. But thank you. I appreciate the follow. Good to have you here, and thanks for following. And yeah, so if you haven't gotten a ticket for the giveaway, type !ticket while I take just a moment here to say thank you to some really awesome people who supported the stream today. We got started with a raid from Sim Caesar. I don't know if Sim Caesar is still here or maybe lurking, but this channel has taken off in a way that was beyond my wildest dreams, and a lot of the reason that happened is because Sim Caesar has just been astonishingly supportive of my streaming flight sim, and so I remain astonished and grateful for your support, Sim Caesar. If you are listening, that's really wonderful. We got a new follower, Kelpley, who we all know from a variety of channels and chats. So Kelpley, thank you for following. And can I not see what's going on? Oh, that's why I can't see what's over there, is because of that. But no. What did I just do? Oh, okay. There's that. I thought that I had messed up, but it looks like I didn't. It's only the flying that I mess up, not the streaming. Well, okay, that's debatable too. Monster and Will's Onats and Soundtrack, all three kicked the stream off with a bunch of bits cheers, and then Rayburn. We haven't seen Rayburn in quite a while. I think IRL is interfering with Rayburn's ability to spend a lot of time on Twitch, but it's always a thrill to see Rayburn here. But I think it's also very late where they are, and so probably asleep at this point. Cold Nebo, thank you for the bits. Soundtrack 78. gifted a tier sub to Mr. Marathon. Thank you for the gift sub, Soundtrack 78. And then we got my favorite follow of the day. So I think my favorite viewer of the day was Right Brain Factory Outlet, who also happens to be a sibling of mine, but came and spent part of the stream with us. I was not expecting him to be here for the whole stream, and it does look like he had to leave. But it was delightful having a Right Brain Factory Outlet in the chat. I think maybe my favorite new to me screen name of the day is Gasper the Friendly Fart. I'm the 13-year-old in me is deeply attracted to that screen name. But Mariner Halley came in and resubscribed. Dimmer, a brand new subscription. Dimmer, thank you for subscribing. I probably should have mentioned it at the time, but you got yourself 14 fabulous emotes, I think. That might be counting the tier 2 and tier 3 emotes. But anyway, you got yourself those fabulous emotes that you can use anywhere on Twitch. So Ken, thanks for subscribing. Great having you here, Dimmer. We got a raid from Ian Fisher. We got another raid from Vexfreeze, and then we got a raid from Lumo James. Thank you so much, everybody who raided us today. And out of those 3 raids, we got also some new followers. Zach Ujack, or which might be Zach Ujack. I'm not sure how to, but Zach, welcome. Thank you for following. And Sean Baba, Flying Brussels, and Avatech 320. Appreciate all of you following. So that's the thank yous, and I think that means we can go ahead and do the giveaway, and then think about maybe moving on to whatever we might move on to from there, which is making me think I have oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but I used to be one of those older people about whom people said, oh yeah, he's good with the computer. There's like over a certain age, you get dumped into one of 2 categories. Either like, yeah, he's not good with the computer, or oh yeah, he's good with the computer. And I used to be in the he's good with the computer category, but I don't know. Those skills seem to be fading. Okay, that got me back to where I needed to be there, and then that got me there, and then that's probably gonna be the thing there. Yeah. Oh, I think so. Oh, that's kind of makes it a little bit. Okay. Yes. Oh, there's no, but we did that. So and with the thing. Okay. That's what I needed from there. Now, let's do the giveaway. That means that over on this side, I can't wait for the new setup. I gotta tell you, because it's about a 180 degree. So between the double wide monitor that's got the sim and Navigraph or the web, and then the laptop, the flying laptop is like up here that's got OBS on it. But then there's another like a whatever that is, 32-inch that has the chat on it over there. So it really is. It's about 180 degrees. That it's about 90 degrees from center line one way or the other to take it all. And it's going to be, I think, a lot more kind of central once we get okay, I'll stop yapping now and see if I can't figure out what to do with the display that lets you see what's going on in the browser. Yes, that's what's going on in the browser. And as with Tuesday when we did this, it's pretty hard to see what's going on there. But I think, does that give me no? If I go that close, then we don't get to see the okay. So here's the buttons, and I got a close giveaway button here. I'll do that, and then there will be a new button that will say pick a winner. So we got 28 tickets. Last chance to type !ticket to enter yourself into the giveaway for a free sub to the Peter Mooney channel, or if you're already subscribed, a free sub to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. Last call to enter !ticket. Going thrice, going twice, going once. Okay. Oh, and we have a drum. We do. And close the giveaway. All right. The giveaway's closed with 29 entrants. Oh, who came in under the wire? Wolf to Fear. Hey. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Good to see you here. I recognize your name from chatting in some other channels, I think. Good to have you here, and congratulations on getting a ticket, and thank you for following. That's also fabulous. So we now have 29 entries. This only lists a few of them. I think the most recent ones, so there's no need really scrolling down this because it's only part of them. So I think that means it is time to draw a winner. And it's Sigrinmia! Wow! Congratulations, Sigrinmia. You have won yourself. You're already subscribed here, I'm almost certain. Are you not? I would be shocked to learn that you're not. And I thought I had your username right there. There it is. No, that's, yes, there. And it is, yes, you are current. Your subscription here is current. So, that means you have won a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions, any channel at all. You can type it in the chat, or if you'd rather not say publicly. Oh, you think your one here is ending soon. Let's see what it should tell me there. Wait, is that? No, that's following. Wait, account created. No, following since November. Tier 1, 3. Oh, yeah, it doesn't, so it doesn't tell me your expiration date there. So, okay. So I will make a note of that, but the best thing, it would be best if we work on this together. So when Twitch sends you the notification that it's expired, if you could then Tyro. Hi, Tyro. Welcome on in. Good to see you. So, Sigrin, when Twitch sends you the message saying that your sub to my channel has expired, just send me a note letting me know it's expired, and then that will cue me to renew it. But I mean, I'm going to take a note as well, and if I am able to do it proactively, I will. But okay, so there's that. Alrighty then. So that means we don't need that window anymore. We could just go back to here, and that's not a bad view, but it might be a little nicer out here somewhere. I don't know, or not. Yeah, that's fine. So that's probably a good place to go ahead and move on toward the. So I think the next. So Tyro, hi, welcome. Glad you could make it. We're just winding down, and yeah, that sound sync when I'm going exit. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh, it didn't even occur. So I knew there was an audio sync problem, like when I go inside and outside the oh, well, it doesn't go inside and outside from that. But like this, when I switch interior and exterior views, I knew that the video changed ahead of when the audio changed from like inside to outside. I did not know that I was singing completely solo a cappella. So, pulled out, starboard home. No, I'm joking that time, because we were just talking about how the audio is out of sync, and when I sing along with the sound, I'm either ahead or behind Quas. So great to see you. Welcome on in. We're just wrapping up. We're about to raid somebody, but delighted to see you. Quas, you are never late. At whatever moment, whatever the reading on the clock is at the moment you arrived, that is always the perfect time for you to arrive, because the fact is, Quas is here now. So, things don't get much better. The flight was marvelous right up until the localizer back course approach, in which I pushed the approach button rather than the back course button, because I had once or twice over the last year and a half wondered what that BC meant on that button. So it made a 90-degree turn to the right after we were already established on the back course. But I called up. Sheed was on Boston Center, which was a rare treat for me and for viewers alike. And I called up, fully prepared for him to say fail for the IFR number 10. And what he chose to say instead was, nice recovery. So we passed IFR number 10, and it's if you want to catch those gory 5 minutes at the end there, it'll be on the VOD. I don't know why anyone would want to subject themselves to that, but that is what it is. So Quas, delightful to see you. We're gonna go raid Stubborn Old Gal, a variety streamer in Sweden. I know I usually raid a flight sim streamer, but when Stubborn Old Gal is on, I think I've only raided her once before, and it's been quite a while, so I would like to raid her again. If you're not able to stick around for her stream, or whatever variety she's streaming today isn't your cup of tea, I completely understand. But stick around for the raid. Come along with us. Post some raid emotes or any lovey-dovey emotes in her chat. She's got the world's most marvelous giggle, and the more emotes you post in her chat, the more she will giggle. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. I'm actually going to probably this time start the music before I start the raid, because on Tuesday I started the raid before I started the music, and so then I was still talking over the music when the raid went through. So let's see. So here comes Louis, and I will try to stop talking. Thank you, everybody, for your participation in the stream today. Those who I already acknowledged, but also if all you did today was lurk and you put nothing in the chat, so none of us even know that you're here, that's an important way of participating too, and I appreciate that every bit as much. I absolutely do. And then last but far from least, last but most, Soundtrack 78. Thank you so much once again for your help and support today. As every time we do this, it just it's Adam the Duke. It's the Duke. Welcome on in, Adam the Duke. We're just about to raid over to Stubborn Old Gal, a Swedish variety streamer. But glad you got here in time for the raid. Good to see you. Sorry. So as I was about to say, here's Louis Armstrong coming at you. Oh, no, I was saying Soundtrack 78. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, 3 and 5 is 8. So 8 p.m. in England, 9 p.m. if you're a little further east in Europe than England. So thanks again. Look forward to, well, Adam the Duke, there's a butt joke in punchline. There's a butt punchline there, Adam, but I'm not going to go for it. Dimmer, yeah, hey, thanks for being here, and thanks for subscribing, and that's like I said, that's just scrumptious. You made my day. So now I'm not gonna threaten you with Louis Armstrong one more time. I'm gonna do it right now. There we go.